Dear student, kindly mute yourself.
Good morning, everyone. Are you there? Am I audible? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. I have already shared my screen. Just confirm, is my screen visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have already discussed about the various equations of cost when we are going to prepare the statement of cost, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
In our last class. Okay. So let us continue with the same. And today we are going to discuss about how to prepare the cost sheet or statement of cost. Clear? So I hope you have already remembered this equation. This is very simple. 5 equation we have already discussed in our last class, isn't it? Okay. So this is the equation number 1 we have already taken. How to determine the prime cost? It is the summation of all direct components. Clear? Direct material, direct labor plus direct expenses. Second, in this direct component, direct cost component, when we are adding the overheads, how many types of overheads we have already discussed? 5 types of overheads, but the overhead number 3 and 4 we have merged together. That is selling and distribution overhead. I mean sales overhead discuss करथिले, distribution overhead discuss करथिले, selling and distribution गोटिए head आमे कर दउछन. Clear? So एठी आमे कोन करछंती ना prime cost. In prime cost it consists of direct components. In direct component we are adding all the overheads. Overheads means aggregation of indirect expenses. So when we are adding works or factory overhead to the prime cost, what we are getting? We are getting equation number 2. What is it? That is works cost or factory cost. Clear? Again, when we are adding the another overhead, that is administration overhead or office and administration overhead, what we are getting? That is equation number 3, cost of production. In cost of production, if you are adding selling and distribution overhead, we are getting total cost, or it is otherwise also known as cost of sales. And when we are comparing the cost of sales with our total sales, that means sales price compared with the cost price, so definitely we will get either profit or loss. Yes or no? This is simple mathematics. Selling price and cost price. When we will compare? If selling price is more than the cost price, then profit is there. And in the reverse situation, loss will be there. Isn't it? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Are you getting my point? So, when we are preparing this cost sheet, so definitely you will get the total cost. जो cost अच्छी हमको यदि क्वेश्चन रे जेकोसी cost देइथबो, if you add all those costs, so definitely we will get the total cost. But our duty is to segregate the total cost into various components. We have to identify the various components. Otherwise हमको कोन करिया पड़ियो, जोडे वर्क्स ओवरहेड जगह रे ताको जदि हम एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ओवरहेड नबा, जेते बेले हम डिटरमाइन करिबा टोटल cost will be same. Total cost of our that will be, if you are putting the administration overhead into works overhead or factory overhead, the total cost will same. Our result will be same, but the segregation is different. So say on the basis of segregation, it will be wrong. So it is our duty to classify all the overheads. Overheads means indirect expenses into various components of overhead. Otherwise, what will happen? We may put the selling and distribution overhead into office and administration overhead or works or factory overhead. Okay, so in that case, the preparation of cost sheet will be wrong. It will be different. Clear? So now let us understand what are the various types of overheads. As I have already mentioned, there are the overhead means what? Aggregate of cost of indirect expenses. Indirect expenses means indirect material, indirect labor, and indirect other expenses. We have already discussed. Okay. So what are the classification of overheads? I have already mentioned 5 overheads. That is manufacturing overhead, factory overhead, or works overhead. All are same. Office and administration overhead or administration overhead. Again, selling and distribution overhead. आमे पांचटा डिस्कशन करिथिले जोटा कि selling को sales overhead अलगा नैथिले, distribution overhead अलगा नैथिले. It is sales and distribution we are merging together. And R&D, research and development overheads. So these 4 overheads will be adjusted with the direct component of the cost to prepare the cost sheet. Clear? So when we are preparing the cost sheet, please remember these are the 4 classification of overhead: manufacturing overhead, production overhead, or works overhead. Second one, administration overhead or office and administration overhead. Third one, selling and distribution overhead. Fourth one, R&D, research and development overhead. Is it clear to all of you? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, very quickly, let us discuss about one by one. What is manufacturing overhead, production overhead, or works overhead? Please remember, it is the indirect expenses of operating the manufacturing division. Each and every product is prepared or manufactured in a manufacturing division. One manufacturing unit must be there. Yes or no? So what are the indirect expenses associated with the manufacturing divisions are known as manufacturing overhead, production overhead, or works overhead. So what are the various types of manufacturing overhead, or what are the components of manufacturing overhead? Please remember here, indirect expenditure incurred by firm from the receipt of the order. Let's say we are receiving the order until its completion, ready for dispatch either to the consumer or to finished goods stores. फैक्ट्री आमे कौन करछंती प्रोडक्शन करछंती जेतेबेले आमे ऑर्डर रिसीव कले ऑर्डर रिसीव टू फिनिश्ड गुड्स को प्रोड्यूस करिकि कस्टमर पाखरे पहुंचेबा पर्यंत बा जो हमर स्टोर अछि जोटा आपण कहि परिबे शोरूम को पहुंचेबा पर्यंत जहा जहा आसुची indirect expenses, these are coming under manufacturing or production or works overhead. Now it includes depreciation. Depreciation means what? In our factory we are using various machineries. So depreciation of machinery is the indirect expenses that is coming under manufacturing overhead. Factory insurance, maintenance of the plant, machinery work, factory building, factory electric equipment, stores and consumables used in the factory, repair and maintenance of the fixed assets in the factory. What are the fixed assets? It may be furniture, fixture, plant, machinery. Okay, so these are the fixed assets used in the factory. If maintenance is there, so that maintenance cost is also coming under manufacturing overhead. Electricity charges, coal and fuel charges in order to run the machinery or plant, rent rates and taxes on works, that means factory rent rates and taxes, factory postage, factory stationery, other similar charges in the factory, and indirect wages, indirect materials, etc. used in the factory. These all are coming under manufacturing overhead. Please remember. Did you understand?
What is rent rates?
Which one?
Rent rate.
Rent rates and taxes. Jodi apanଙ୍କର factory rent, factory use କରୁଛନ୍ତି, suppose in urban area you are using your plant, you may pay also municipal taxes. Yes or no? ଆପଣ जो घरे ରହୁଛନ୍ତି ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱର କଟକ ରେ ଆପଣ ଦଉନାହାନ୍ତି hoarding tax?
Yes
or no?
Yes sir.
जदि आपण फैक्ट्री यूज करिवे आपण अर्बन एरिया रे सेति पय जोडा म्युनिसिपल कॉर्पोरेशन थिबो बा आपण जोडा एनएससी कहउछथि नोटिफाइड एरिया काउंसिल, they may put certain taxes. Yes or no?
Yes.
So these are coming under manufacturing overheads. Is it clear?
पोस्टेज माने सर
पोस्टेज माने फैक्ट्री भितर जदि आपण पोस्टेज किबा टेलीग्राम्स किछि यूज करछथि जोटा पोस्टल एक्सपेंसेस
अच्छा
आपण ऑर्डर रिसीव करूछथि ऑर्डर रिसीव कला परे बिल इनवॉइस सपोज यू आर सेंडिंग थ्रू पोस्ट ऑफिस जोटा स्पीड पोस्ट बा रजिस्टर्ड पोस्ट बा अदर किछि डॉक्यूमेंट आपण पठाउछथि सो दैट इज रिलेटेड टू फैक्ट्री yes or no
Yes, yes.
clear
यस सर
chalo so this is all about manufacturing overhead next administration overhead or office and administration overhead so all indirect expenses incurred in formulating policy where policy can be formulated in the office why who are formulating the policy the managers or the management so policy relating to directing the organization controlling and managing operations for an undertaking which is not directly related with research development production or sales activities are coming under administration overhead आमे तो चारिटा क्लासिफिकेशन कले एटी से कोन कहूची ना रिसर्च डेवलपमेंट रे जोटा खर्च हो नथिबो प्रोडक्शन रे खर्च हो नथिबो सेल्स एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन रे खर्च हो नथिबो तबे सेटा कोठी खर्च होतबो डेफिनेटली ऑफिस एंड एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव प्रोसीजर रे खर्च होची आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट सो इट इंक्लूड्स एक्सपेंसेस इनकर्ड इन डायरेक्शन कंट्रोल एंड एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन that includes your secretarial work accounts work or financial control of an undertaking that is purely related to office and administrative process example like salaries office salaries suppose you are paying salaries to your managers or you are paying salaries in your office rent again office rates or office taxes may be there office insurance office power repairs office maintenance clear again insurance etc related with the office or administration so any indirect expenses related to office and administrative procedure are coming under administration overhead or office and administration overhead clear yes or no
Yes, sir.
chalo next one is sales overhead
Sir,
so
what is office insurance?
which one
What is office insurance?
आपण भुवनेश्वर माने करंतु शहीद नगर रे गोटे ऑफिस टे करिसंती आपण ऑफिस बिल्डिंग रे इंश्योरेंस नेबे ना नाही केते बेले जदि आपण फायर
Yes, sir.
हला शॉर्ट सर्किट हला so who will bear the loss are you getting my point
Yes, sir.
again let's say in your office 10 workers are working आपण ऑफिस रे 10 जण काम करछंती लोक 10 जण लोकंकर आपण नैछंती इंश्योरेंस तांकर जोटा पर्सनल इंश्योरेंस
Yes, sir.
clear so these are coming under office insurance office related insurance
Okay, sir.
okay chalo next one is sales overhead so it is cost of seeking to create and stimulate demand and of securing orders how to create the demand of your product or stimulate the demand of your product and how to secure the order how to receive the order and secure the order comprises the cost of soliciting and recurring orders for the articles of commodities dealt in and of efforts to find and retain customers that means how you are create the demand of your product how you are going to push your sales how you are going to retain your existing customer as well as acquiring new customers so in simple word we can say these are the expenses related with the selling of the product or services selling and marketing selling means what that means delivering the product to the customer with certain price but whenever we are talking about marketing what we are doing we are identifying expenses must be there. Clear? So, selling overhead, these are the examples. Sales of his expenses, sales of his salary, salesman commission, other expenses related with the sales department, showroom expenses, advertisement expenses, fancy packing or gift packing to attract the customer, free sample or gifts provided to the customer. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Exactly. Distribution expenses are also there. This is coming under distribution overhead. So it is the expenditure incurred in the process which begins with the making the packed product available of dispatch and ends with making the reconditioned return of empty package, if any available. So what are the indirect expenses associated with that? That is coming under distribution expenses. Example, warehouse rent, जोटा में गोडाउन रेंट कहउछंती, or salary of the warehouse workers, insurance of the warehouse go down, rent rates, taxes of the go down. Clear? So these all are coming under distribution expenses. And last one is research and development cost, or this is the research and development overhead. Or you are searching for the new improved product. So what are the costs associated with that? These are coming under research and development overheads. So
What is the
develop,
distribution? Distribution you have said? Right.
which one?
Say previous PDF distribution.
Distribution. These are the distribution overheads. Like your warehouse rent, okay, or go down rent, go down worker salary, go down insurance, rent and rates, taxes, etc. related to go down or a warehouse. These are coming under distribution expenses.
Okay, okay.
Again, research and development overheads are also there. So relating to research and development of the product, improving new products or new application of the material or adopting new method of production. So these all are coming under research and development cost. Clear? So these are the various kinds or various types of overheads. So after segregating the various indirect expenses into various types of overheads, it is very easy for us to prepare the statement of cost or cost sheet. But there are certain expenses which are excluded when we are preparing the cost sheet. ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ cost sheet ତିଆରି କରିବା, ଯଦି question ରେ ସେଇ type ର କିଛି expenses ଆସୁଛି, ସେଗୁଡ଼ିକୁ ଆମକୁ କ'ଣ କରିବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିବ? Because these all are not part of the preparation of cost sheet. These all are not part of the cost of the product. So we have to exclude it. We must not include in the cost sheet. ଯେହେତୁ ଏଟା cost of the product ର କୌଣସି part ନୁହଁ, ତେଣୁ କରି ତାଙ୍କୁ ଆମେ ସେଠି include କରିବା ନାହିଁ. So what are the expenses must be included, excluded, not included? All the included expenses we have already discussed, like direct cost along with the overheads. But what are the costs to be excluded? Please remember, first one is purely financial charges. आमे बैंक रू लोन नहीं चंती, interest दो चंती. Interest is not related to cost of the product. Please remember. Are you getting a point? So interest on bank loan or loss arising from sale of fixed asset. हमर गोटे fixed asset थिला, furniture, fixer, ताको हमें sell कले, sell कला परे गोटे हमर loss होउछ. That loss is not part of the cost sheet. That means cost of the product. Loss on investment. Suppose you are investing any amount of fund or money somewhere else, and we are incurring some loss that may be part of the cost or expenses, but that must not be included in the preparation of cost sheet. So that is the loss of the business, definitely you can say, but that is not the cost associated with the product. Clear? Discount on issue of shares or debentures or other securities, expenses of, on the company's share transfer, okay, share transfer, damages payable, penalties and fines. These are the financial charges. Loss due to scrapping of machinery, remuneration to the proprietor in excess of fair reward for his service, interest on capital, expenses for raising the capital. Okay, so these all are the financial charges, but these are not coming under cost of the product. Clear? Again, these are also there. Appropriation of profit. Appropriation of profit means segregation of profit. Please remember, after getting the profit by the business, how the profit can be segregated or profit can be transferred. Profit can be divided into various heads. Okay. So donation to charity, taxes on income and profit, dividend paid, transfer to scheme funds and reserves, additional provision for depreciation of fixed assets and for bad debts, capital expenditure, specially charged to revenue. So these all are the segregation of profit or distribution of profit after arriving the net profit or profit for the period. So these expenses are also not part of the cost of the product. So that must be excluded. Again, writing off of intangible assets and fictitious assets. Intangible assets, you know, which cannot be seen, cannot be touched, but can be filled. So if intangible assets or fictitious assets are there, when we are writing off the intangible assets or fictitious assets, that expenses must be also excluded, like your goodwill, patent, copyright, advertisement, preliminary expenses, okay, and underwriting commission, discount on issue of shares or debenture. So these expenses, when we are getting, that must be excluded for preparation of cost sheet. And purely
what
financial. Yes, proceed.
What is fictitious assets?
Fictitious assets जोटा हमें कहउछन intangible assets and fictitious कोडा fictitious जदि हमें कहबा जोटा हमें कहउछन बेले बेले कोन दिखना imaginary assets.
Imaginary, okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir, advertisement cost तो selling रे आछे ना selling overhead, so again excludes here.
Where?
Advertisement cost.
Advertisement cost जोटा से कहउछि सेटा सेतरे जदि हमें advertise देखंतु advertisement cost जते बेले आपन कर आसुछि सेटा कोन हबो? It may be revenue expenditure, deferred revenue expenditure, and it may be also capital expenditure. Got a company huge advertisement करूछि for next 5 years. Okay, 10 crores, 20 crores or 30 crores invest करूछि बा खर्च करूछि, तो एटा advertisement expenses जते बेले आसुछि that is capital in nature. एठी जते बेले हमर राइटिंग ऑफ assets बा fictitious हमें कहउछन्ती advertisement, एठी जते बेले हमें करूछन्ती brand, you know brand promote करूछन्ती. Are you getting my point? So your brand value is also intangible asset. Yes or no?
Yes.
So in order to promote the brand, what are the advertisement expenses? Clear? For promotion of the brand, we may also incur some advertisement expenses. Yes or no?
Sir, yes.
Promotion of product, we are incurring advertisement expenses. For promoting the brand also, we are incurring certain
Maybe
advertisement expenses. हाँ या नहीं?
हाँ sir.
हाँ. So purely financial incomes, that must be also excluded. Suppose you are getting some rent receivable, profit on sale of fixed assets, transfer fee received, or interest received on your bank deposit. So these are not part of your cost of the product or cost of production. That must be excluded. Again, abnormal gains or losses, like your abnormal wastage of material, wages paid for abnormal idle time, excessive depreciation, abnormal manufacturing gains. So these are certain expenses and incomes that must be excluded where we are preparing the cost sheet. सो एई टाइप रो एक्सपेंसेस जदी देइछि हमकु क्वेश्चन रे ताको आमे कॉस्ट शीट जेतेबेले प्रिपेयर करूछंती कंसीडर करिबा नाही बुझी परछंती ना नाही
Yes, sir.
ओके
Yes, sir.
सो एतिक जे
ताले काहे क्वेश्चन काहे दउछ ताले काहे
आपनको केमिति कंफ्यूज करिवो क्वेश्चन जदी न दब आपण केमिति आपण तो सब एक्सपेंसेस नै जिवे मिसै देबे तो इफ आर वेदर to what you can say to judge your understanding आपण केते मात्रा रे बुझी छंती segregation of cost segregation of expenses आपण कहबे सेटा तो पार्ट ऑफ कॉस्ट शीट नाही काहे की दोउची लब कंफ्यूज आपण को करिया पे but if you can able to segregate the various expenses or various costs into various parts so you can definitely ignore that cost or ignore that expenses clear yes or no
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
so from the 5 equations as I have already mentioned just before we are going to prepare the cost sheet so please remember this is the format of the cost sheet so you know direct material direct labor what we are getting equation number 1 prime cost clear again
Yes.
we'll add the works overhead after adding the works overhead what will get
What's a factory cost?
works cost or factory cost
The
clear
product.
again if we are adding office and administration overhead what will get
Cost of production.
again in cost of production if we are adding
Serial-
selling and
serial
distribution
sir,
expenses what will get
Total cost.
or cost of sales or next if we'll adjust the profit or loss add or less we will get sales.
Sales price.
Is it clear so here by taking the various component of the cost we are going to find out what is the total cost clear so after getting total cost we can also find out what is the per unit cost how to find out the per unit cost or cost per unit so it is very simple what is our total cost divided by quantity produced that means number of quantity let's say here raw material cost is 1000 and we are producing 200 units how many units 200 units that means for 200 units cost is 1000 material cost is 1000 so what will be per unit cost so it will be 1000 divided by 200 is it how much you are getting 5 rupees yes or no
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
so per component of the cost we can able to get the total as well as per unit clear so this is the format by taking this format we are going to prepare the cost sheet up to this clear
सर जो फास्ट लिखले डायरेक्ट मटेरियल कॉस्ट और डायरेक्ट एक्सपेंस टोटल पर कॉस्ट पर यूनिट बारियो ना खाली उपटा बारियो
कोटा
ये फास्ट दुईटा को होची प्लस करके तापर कॉस्ट पर यूनिट बारियो ना केमती
आपण डायरेक्ट मटेरियल जेति कि आपनकर होउची पर कोन सेटा कहबा गोटे बैच ऑफ प्रोडक्शन आपण करूछंती माने करन जेंति 200 यूनिट्स एका थर के 200 यूनिट आपण प्रोडक्शन करूछंती सो 200 यूनिट केते आपनकर मटेरियल कॉस्ट केते लेबर कॉस्ट केते डायरेक्ट एक्सपेंसेस सेटा टोटल अमाउंट पाइले तो टोटल क्वांटिटी केते प्रोड्यूस करूछंती 200 यूनिट्स सो पर कंपोनेंट वाइज हमें बाहर करी गले एटे टोटल कॉस्ट हमें पाई जिबा आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट मेटेरियल
Yes,
कॉस्ट
sir.
5 है लेबर कॉस्ट सपोज 5 टंका डायरेक्ट एक्सपेंसेस 3 टंका वर्क्स ओवरहेड 2 टंका टंका है 25 पैसा 50 पैसा एमिति ऐड करि चलले फाइनली कोन पाइबा कॉस्ट पर यूनिट टोटल कॉस्ट पर यूनिट क्लियर
यस सर
okay by taking certain figures I have already mentioned here one cost sheet this is the cost sheet or statement of cost please remember as well as we are going to ascertain what is the costing profit in our production. Okay. Or when we are going to prepare the cost sheet. What is the quantity of units produced? This is the information
1%.
given in our question. 1000
1%.
units. Clear. And these are the direct cost component. That means direct material. Total cost is 1 lakh. That is given in the question. So what will be per unit cost?
Hundred.
1 lakh by 1000.
Very good.
Division.
100? Yes
Yeah.
or no? Direct
Oh,
wages
yes.
given in the question 25,000. What will be per unit? 25,000 by 1,000. 25. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Again,
Yes,
direct expenses. Total direct expenses is given 5,000. So 5,000 for production of 1,000 unit. What will be per unit cost?
5.
5.
Is it clear to all of you? So if we'll add all these direct components, what we'll get? We'll get prime cost.
Prime
Isn't
cost.
it? This is 1,30,000. Equation number 1.
Yes, sir.
Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
if production of 1,000 unit total prime cost is 1,30,000. So what will be the prime cost per unit of product?
130.
130.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you just remember our prime cost is 1,30,000 and per unit prime cost is 130. This is carry forward. Okay. Prime cost we have already computed 1,30,000 and per unit is 130.
Yes, sir.
And these all are the factory overheads. These all are
Factory overhead.
factory overheads. What are factory overheads? Wages of foreman, electric power of the factory, storekeeper wages, oil and water, factory rent, repairs and renewals of the factory lighting, depreciation of the factory, consumable stores used in the production process. These all are coming under factory overhead or works overhead. Yes or no?
Sir, it
Yes.
question रे given थिबो कि?
हाँ एई इनफॉरमेशन एलिमेंट्स गुडा को आपण सब क्वेश्चन रे देई थिबो आपनकर ड्यूटी हला ताको को ओवरहेड अंडर रे हमें नबा सपोज एठी आपनकर देइची फैक्ट्री रेंट देइची इट इज कमिंग अंडर फैक्ट्री ओवरहेड आपण एटा को ऑफिस ओवरहेड अंडर रे नै गले सो दैट इज रॉन्ग दैट इज नॉट करेक्ट आर यू गेटिंग
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
clear so these are the amount given various amount given
Sir, ସେଇଟା sir ଯଦି ଆମର exchange ହେଇଗଲା ତ ତେବେ answer ଟା ଠିକ ଆସିବ ନା?
टोटल कॉस्ट आमे कॉस्ट शीट काहे की तयारी करछंती काहे की कॉस्ट शीट तयारी करछंती देखंतु हमर ऑब्जेक्ट इज वेरी क्लियर
Expenses.
आमे प्राइम कॉस्ट माने करंतु डायरेक्ट मटेरियल रे हमर एते खर्च हो जाउची काहे की डायरेक्ट मटेरियल रे एते खर्च होउची कोटे वेस्टेज होउची की स्पॉइलेज होउची की तांकु आमे तार रीजन बाहर करी की तांकु कॉस्ट कंट्रोल करिबा आपण फैक्ट्री रे देखला बेलू फैक्ट्री एक्सपेंसेस आपनकर ठीक अछि आपण ऑफिस एंड एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ओवरहेड रे ऑफिस रो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी चार्जेस टा को आपण फैक्ट्री रे मिसै दोउछंती आपण कहबे नै फैक्ट्री रे काहे कि आपनकर एते इलेक्ट्रिसिटी खर्च होउची एक्चुअली फैक्ट्री रे इलेक्ट्रिसिटी खर्च ठीक ठाक होउची किंतु आपनकर ऑफिस रे दिन राती फैन लाइट 24 आवर्स एसी चलीची वेदर वर्कर्स आर देयर इन योर ऑफिस और नॉट किंतु देखला बेलू ताको ऐड करछंती आपण कोठे फैक्ट्री रे आपन को फैक्ट्री को कहबे ना जो प्रोडक्शन मैनेजर को यू जस्ट टेक केयर ऑफ योर फैक्ट्री देखला बेलू आपनकर कोठी खर्च होउची ऑफिस रे खर्च होउची इज इट करेक्ट तो पर कंपोनेंट रो में जेतले कॉस्ट जानुचंती वी कैन एबल टू टेक सम प्रिवेंटिव एज वेल एज प्रिकॉशनरी मेजर इन ऑर्डर टू कंट्रोल द कॉस्ट हमें कॉस्ट को तो कंट्रोल करिवा पई सेग्रीगेशन करूचंती नहले सेग्रीगेशन करिवा कोन जस्टिफिकेशन कोन आमे देखुचंती वेजेस ऑफ फोरमैन को वेजेस जो जोउचंती बहुत अधिका हे जाउची बुझी परचंती ना नहीं हाउ टू कंट्रोल इट
Yes, sir.
how to reduce it that is our objective so that's why we are segregating the cost into various components आपण जदि टोटल कॉस्ट कहले जेमिति कहंती एवरीबॉडीज ड्यूटीज नो वन्स ड्यूटी yes or no total cost nale kouti amaro excess cost incur hochi, we may not able to know. So in order to identify or in order to ascertain where the cost is more, clear, so that we can able to apply certain control mechanism to control the cost, to minimize the cost. Our objective is to minimize the cost and maximize the profit. So for maximization of
wages of
profit,
hello, excuse me,
हाँ,
sir. So wages of foreman तो sir administrative overhead रे ଆସିବ
फोरमैन टा कोन आपनकर फोरमैन कोठी आसुची आपनकर फोरमैन गोटे पर्सन कोठी काम करे से ऑफिस रे आपनकर काम करे ना फैक्ट्री रे काम करे प्रोडक्शन माने प्रोडक्शन यूनिट रे
फैक्ट्री
प्रोडक्शन रे काम करे
फोरमैन माने बुझछन तो
ଆଜ୍ଞା sir
आपनकर
supervisor
माने करंतु 10 टा ऑपरेटर अछंती 10 टा ऑपरेटर को गाइड करिया पई गोटे लोक थिबो
supervisor ପାଇଁ
से मोर स्किल्ड बुझी परछंती ना नाही ना सुपरवाइजर भी नु आपनकर 10 टा ऑपरेटर अछंती
ଆଜ୍ଞା
आपण जेमति कहंतनी हेड मिस्त्री
ଆଚ୍ଛା
आपनकर गोटे बिल्डिंग कंस्ट्रक्शन करूछंती तीनटा चारटा मिस्त्री आपनकर जणे इटा जोडौथुबो जणे आपनकर कलम स्ट्रक्चर बा आरसीसी स्ट्रक्चर तयारी करथो सब करथो आउ गोटे थिबो कोन मिस्त्री जोठे किए किछि जदी प्रॉब्लम फेस कला दैट इज द की पर्सन हु इज गोइंग टू सॉर्ट आउट द प्रॉब्लम सुपरवाइजर जेतेबे सेठी आपण अपॉइंट करिवे सुपरवाइजर कोन करिवो सुपरवाइजर इज गोइंग टू सुपरवाइज वेदर द वर्क्स आर properly going on or not. Clear?
Yes.
Did you understand? So these are the various components. So wages, foreman, electric power, again storekeeper, oil and water, sabu jetebele ame add karuchanti all factory overhead coming how much 17,500 ei sabu ko ame jodi add kariba jeti kinale factory overhead ro component how much we are getting 17,500. So for production of 1,000 unit, total factory overhead is 17,500. So what is the per unit cost?
17.5
You are correct.
so
So prime cost re factory overhead jodi hame add kariba, what we are going to get?
what's cost?
Factory cost or works cost? Yes or no?
yes sir
Yes, yes.
How much we are getting? Prime cost thala 130, 17,500. So we are getting
7,500.
Clear. This is for 1,000 unit. Per unit 147.5. Up to this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next. So we have already got the factory of cost, that is 1,47,500, and these are the office and administration overhead. These all are office and administration overhead. Office rent 2,500, repairs and renewals 500, office lighting 500, depreciation of the office 1,250, manager salary 5,000, director's fee 1,250, office stationery 500, telephone charges 125, postage and telegram 250. So these information, these overheads are given in the question. So after adding all these administration overhead, what is the total amount we are getting? This is 11,875. Clear? Our
Yes,
factory cost was 147,500. If you add the administration overhead in our factory cost, what will get? We'll get cost of production. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
So this is our total cost of production. 159,375. What will be per unit cost of production? This is per unit divided by 1,000. Yes or no? 159.375. Up to this, clear or not clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Clear. So we got the cost of production. This is 159,375. This is per unit. Again, what we are doing? We are adding the selling and distribution overhead. So these are the various components of or various indirect expenses under selling and distribution overhead given. Carriage outward 375, salesman salary 1,250, traveling expenses 500, advertisement expenses 1,250, again warehouse charges 500. So after adding all these, how much we are getting? We are getting 3,875. So we are adding the selling and distribution overhead to cost of production in order to get the cost of sales. Clear? So what is the total
Yes.
amount of cost of sales? 163,250. Clear? So per unit will be 163.25. Is it clear to all of you? Up to this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So here total sales is given. This is our total cost. This is cost of sales, or this is known as total cost. Yes or no? Our
Yes.
total cost is this much, and our total sales price is this much. Clear? We can able to get the profit or loss. Total
Yes,
sales is
profit
one.
will go.
Yes. Any question? Shivanand Babu? କିଛି
No,
question?
sir. No. No question.
Okay. This is our total sales. Sales ଦେଇଛି ମନେ କରନ୍ତୁ 189,500. ଆମର total cost ଆମେ calculate କରି ସାରିଲେଣି 163,250. The difference will be either profit or loss. Yes or no? So
Yes.
since sales price is more than the cost price, so here we are getting the profit 26,250, and per unit will be 26.25. If we'll add 163.25 to 26.25, we can able to get 189.5, or 189,500 divided by 1,000. We are also getting 189.5. So this is our total sales, and this is per unit sales.
26,250 ଟା କୋଉଠୁ ଆସିଲା?
କୋଉଟା
26,250 ଟା କୋଉଠୁ ଆସିଲା?
ଆପଣଙ୍କର ସେଲ୍ସ ଦେଇଛି
Salesman's cost.
ସେଲ୍ସ ମାଇନସ୍
Sales
କଷ୍ଟ ପ୍ରାଇସ୍.
ସେଲ୍ସ ଆଗରୁ ବାହାରିଛି କି? ନାଇଁ
ହଁ, ସେଲ୍ସ ଅଲରେଡି ଗିଭେନ୍. ଆପଣ କେତେ ଟଙ୍କାରେ ବିକ୍ରି କରୁଛନ୍ତି, ଆମକୁ ତିଆରି କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଏତିକି ଟଙ୍କା ଖର୍ଚ୍ଚ ହେଲା. ବୁଝିପାରିଲେ ନା ନାହିଁ?
ସାର୍
ପ୍ରଡକ୍ଟଟା ତିଆରି କରିବା ପାଇଁ 1,63,250 ଟଙ୍କା ଆମକୁ ଖର୍ଚ୍ଚ କରିବାକୁ ପଡୁଛି. କେତେ?
Sir.
1000 ୟୁନିଟ୍. ପର ୟୁନିଟ୍
Sir.
ପାଇଁ କେତେ ଆମେ ଖର୍ଚ୍ଚ କଲେ? 163 ଟଙ୍କା 25 ପଇସା. ତାକୁ କେତେ
Sir.
ଟଙ୍କାରେ ବିକ୍ରି କଲେ? ଆମେ ବିକ୍ରି କରୁଛନ୍ତି ଟୋଟାଲଟାକୁ 1000 ୟୁନିଟକୁ 1,89,500 ରେ. ତେଣୁକରି ଆମର ପ୍ରଫିଟ ହବ ନା ଲସ୍ ହବ?
ପ୍ରଫିଟ
Profit.
ପ୍ରଫିଟ ହେଲା.
Sir, ଏଠି
ବୁଝିପାରୁଛନ୍ତି ନା?
ସେଠି କ୍ୱାଣ୍ଟିଟି ଟା 1000 ୟୁନିଟ୍ ଥିଲା ବୋଲି କ୍ୱାଣ୍ଟିଟି କି ଅଡ୍ ମାନେ ଗୋଟେ ଅଡ୍ ନମ୍ବର ଟାଇପ ର ଥିବ କି କିଛି ଗୋଟେ ଇଏ ଥିବ, ତାହେଲେ ତ ଟିକେ ଇଏ କଲା ବେଳକୁ ଟାଇମ୍ ଲାଗିବ ଏକ୍ସାମ ରେ.
କାହିଁକି ଟାଇମ୍ ଲାଗିବ? ଆପଣ 1000, 2000 ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ, ଯେତେବେଳେ କ୍ୱାଣ୍ଟିଟି ଅଫ୍ ପ୍ରଡକ୍ସନ ହୁଏ, ସେମିତି ଆପଣଙ୍କର 99.95 ୟୁନିଟ୍ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ପ୍ରଡକ୍ସନ ସେମିତି ହୁଏନି.
ଆଚ୍ଛା,
ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ ପ୍ରଡକ୍ଟଟା ପ୍ରଡକ୍ସନ କରନ୍ତି, ଆମେ କମ୍ପ୍ଲିଟ୍ ପ୍ରଡକ୍ଟଟା ନିଅନ୍ତି ନା ନାହିଁ?
ଆଜ୍ଞା.
ଆପଣ କହିବେ, ଆପଣଙ୍କ ମୁଁ ପଚାରିବି, ସାର୍ ଆପଣଙ୍କ କ୍ଲାସ ରୁମରେ କେତେ ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟ ଅଛନ୍ତି? ଆପଣ କହିବେ, ସାର୍ 12 ଅଧେ. ଅଧେ ମାନେ କ'ଣ? ଗୋଟେ ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟର କ'ଣ ଅଧା ପୋର୍ସନ ଅଛି ନା କ'ଣ?
ନାଇଁ ସାର୍.
ଆର୍ ୟୁ ଗେଟିଂ ମାଇ ପଏଣ୍ଟ?
Yes, sir.
ସୋ ସେଥିରେ କ'ଣ ହବ ଆପଣଙ୍କର, ଯେତେବେଳେ ଜେନେରାଲି ଆସେ ଗୋଟେ ବ୍ୟାଚ୍ ୱାଇଜ୍ ତାର ଥିବ, ଯେମିତି ଆପଣ 100, 200, 500 ଜେନେରାଲି ରାଉଣ୍ଡ ଫିଗର ଥାଏ.
ଆଚ୍ଛା,
ଅଦରୱାଇଜ କାଲକୁଲେଟର ଇଜ ପରମିସିବୁଲ. ଆପଣ ଏତେ କମ୍ପୁଟେସନ କରିବା ଦରକାର ନାହିଁ. ୟୁ କ୍ୟାନ୍ ୟୁଜ ୟୁର କାଲକୁଲେଟର.
calculator allow sir?
ହଁ, କାଲକୁଲେଟର ଆଲାଉଡ,
ଆଚ୍ଛା.
ବଟ୍ ପୋର୍ଟେବୁଲ କାଲକୁଲେଟର. ଆପଣଙ୍କର ସାଇଣ୍ଟିଫିକ କାଲକୁଲେଟର ଆପଣ ୟୁ କ୍ୟାନ୍ ନଟ୍ ୟୁଜ, ଯୋଉଥିରେ ଆପଣ ଫର୍ମୁଲା ବା କିଛି ଷ୍ଟୋର କରିକି ରଖିପାରିବେ. ଆର୍ ୟୁ ଗେଟିଂ ମାଇ ପଏଣ୍ଟ?
Yes, sir.
Portable calculator you can use. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is how we are going to prepare the cost sheet. This is all about where your stock is not there. Stock माने opening stock, closing stock एमती किछि नथिबो. जेतेबेले stock कथा हमें कहउछंती, so how to take that or how to treat the stock when we are going to prepare the cost sheet if some stocks are there. Can you tell me what do you mean by stock first? Tell me.
Inventory.
Inventory.
Yeah.
Is it so? Only inventory? Finished goods कोन आपनकर stock आसीबोनी?
3 types of inventory are there.
Okay, tell me.
3 types of inventory are there: raw material,
Okay.
WIP, and finished
Very
goods.
good. Raw material.
Semi-finished goods and finished goods.
Okay, semi-finished goods and finished
Yeah,
goods.
WIP.
Clear? So here also these three types of stock may be available. Stock of raw material, stock of work in progress means semi-finished goods. Okay, and stock of finished goods. So how to deal with these stocks where we are going to prepare the cost sheet? That is a question. Are you getting my point? If raw material stock is there, semi-finished good stock is there, finished good stock is there, how we are going to treat when we are preparing the statement of cost or cost sheet? Okay. ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମର stock ରହୁନି ଆମେ ନଉଛନ୍ତି direct material. When stock of material will be there, in that case we have to use this term. Please remember, raw material consumed.
Consume.
Prime cost ଯେତେବେଳେ compute କରୁଛନ୍ତି ଆମେ କଣ କରୁଛନ୍ତି? Direct material, direct labor and direct expenses ନଉଛନ୍ତି. If stock of raw material is available, we have to use this formula. And finally, what we'll get? We'll get raw material consumed. So
Consumed.
how to find out the raw material consumed? Opening stock of raw material. That means what is the stock of raw material at the beginning? What is the amount of raw material we have purchased during the period? And what is the closing stock of raw material? ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ production ଆରମ୍ଭ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ସେତେବେଳେ ଆମ ପାଖରେ stock କେତେ ଥିଲା, during the production process କେତେ stock ଆମେ purchase କଲେ, ତାକୁ add କରିକି କଣ less କରିବା, what is the stock of raw material left out at the end. Clear? So in this way we can able to get the raw material consumed. এই जो raw material consume याକୁ जो कले এই raw material consume को कोड नबा, instead of direct material we have to use raw material consumed. होया, in order to find out the prime cost. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then if stock of work in progress is there, work in progress means semi-finished, partly finished, partly not yet finished. Clear? So prime cost, we have already computed prime cost and we have also add the factory overhead. Clear? Prime cost plus factory overhead. What we are getting? Factory cost.
Factory cost.
Okay. So before going to arriving at the factory cost, we are adding the factory overhead. Then what will add? Opening stock of WIP, work in progress or semi-finished goods. We have to deduct the closing stock of WIP, work in progress or semi-finished goods. Then we will compute works cost. या पूर्व जेतेबेले हमरो वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस बा सेमी फिनिश्ड गुड्स रो कोनसी स्टॉक नथिला हमें कोन करथिले प्राइम कॉस्ट प्लस फैक्ट्री ओवरहेड डायरेक्टली वी आर गेटिंग द वर्क कॉस्ट. Yes or no? Or factory
Yes.
cost.
Yes,
If
Yes.
opening stock and closing stock of semi finished goods is there, a factory overhead संगे हमें कोन करिबा, opening stock of work in progress को ऐड करिबा, closing stock of work in progress को deduct करिबा in order to get the works cost. If semi finished goods or work in progress is there. Did you understand?
yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
And when stock of finished goods is there, when stock of finished goods is there, we are computing the cost of production. Yes or no?
Yes, yes, yes.
Factory cost रे हमें कौन ऐड करछंती?
Administration overhead.
Our administration overhead पर हमें कौन पाउछंती? Cost of production.
Cost of
Yes or
production.
no? Factory overhead रे administration overhead हमें ऐड कर छछंती. Cost of production we have already ascertained. We got the cost of production. सेतरे हमको कौन ऐड करिया पड़िबो? Opening stock of finished goods को ऐड करिया पड़िबो, closing stock of finished goods को less करिया पड़िबो. Then what will get? We'll get cost of goods sold. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? This is how we are going to treat the three types of stock of material. Stock of material means stock of raw material, stock of semi-finished goods, as well as stock of finished goods. Is it clear to all of you? Yes or no? So these are the advantages of cost sheet. Okay. Disclose the
The
total cost
cost-
and
सर कॉस्ट शीट पर्यंत क्लियर ହେଇଗलो एगुडा टिके माने सर पीपीटी
को गुडा को
पीपीटी किछ नाही हम पाखरे तो टिके इजीली माने स्टॉक गुडा को सर
ଷ୍ଟକ୍ ଗୁଡାକ କଣ
Cost
ହୋଇଛି?
ସାର୍ କଷ୍ଟ ସିଟ୍ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ମାନେ ଇଜି ରହିଲା, ତାପରେ ର ମେଟେରିଆଲ, ତାପରେ ୱାର୍କ ଇନ୍ ପ୍ରୋଗ୍ରେସ, ଏଗୁଡ଼ା ଟିକେ ମାନେ ମନେ ରଖିବା ପାଇଁ କିଛି ଗୋଟେ ପିପିଟି ଟାଇପର ଦରକାର ସାର୍।
ପିପିଟି ଟାଇପ ର ର
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
ମେଟେରିଆଲ ଶୁଣନ୍ତୁ, ର ମେଟେରିଆଲ ଆମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଡାଇରେକ୍ଟ ମେଟେରିଆଲ ଥିଲା ଡାଇରେକ୍ଟ ମେଟେରିଆଲ ନଉଥିଲେ, ଯଦି
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
ସବୁବେଳେ କିନ୍ତୁ ଆମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ବିଜନେସ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ନା ପ୍ରଡକ୍ସନ କରୁଛନ୍ତି, ଷ୍ଟକ୍ ୱିଲ୍ ବି ଦେୟାର, ପ୍ଲିଜ ରିମେମ୍ବର।
ଠିକ
ଏମିତି
ଅଛି
ନାହିଁ ଆମେ 100 କେଜି ର ମେଟେରିଆଲ ପରଚେଜ କଲେ 100 କେଜି ସାଙ୍ଗେ ସାଙ୍ଗେ ପ୍ରଡକ୍ସନ କରିଦେଲେ ସରିଗଲା, ବିକଜ ଆୱାର ବିଜନେସ ଇଜ ଏ କଣ୍ଟିନ୍ୟୁଅସ୍ ୱାନ୍।
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
ୟେସ୍ ସାର୍, नो।
Yes sir.
ତେଣୁକରି ସେଇ କେସରେ ର ମେଟେରିଆଲ ଆମକୁ କନଜ୍ୟୁମ କରିବାକୁ ପଡିବ। ଯେତେବେଳେ ପ୍ରାଇମ କଷ୍ଟ ଆମେ ଡିଟରମାଇନ କରୁଛନ୍ତି, ସେତେବେଳେ କଣ କରିବାକୁ ପଡିବ? ଇନଷ୍ଟେଡ ଅଫ ଡାଇରେକ୍ଟ ମେଟେରିଆଲ वी हैव टू टेक द ओपनिंग स्टॉक ऑफ रॉ मटेरियल प्लस परचेज एस्टिमेट द पीरियड लेस क्लोजिंग स्टॉक ऑफ रॉ मटेरियल। केते थिला, केते किनिले आउ केते रहिला,
ରହିଲା।
बुझी परछन्ते नाही?
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
सेटा हला प्राइम कॉस्ट पे हमर रॉ मटेरियल, स्टॉक ऑफ रॉ मटेरियल वी आर एडजस्टिंग। ओके,
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस टा कोड एडजस्ट करछन्ती, कोडे वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस एडजस्ट करछन्ती, प्राइम
Work
कॉस्ट पे
cost.
एडजस्ट करछन्ती बिफोर गोइंग टू कंप्यूट द फैक्ट्री कॉस्ट।
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
वर्क इन प्रोग्रेस बा सेमी फिनिश कोर्स, बुझिले ना नहीं? प्राइम कॉस्ट में फैक्ट्री ओवरहेड ऐड कले हमें फैक्ट्री कॉस्ट पाउथले, फैक्ट्री ओवरहेड ऐड कले किंतु सेटा एडजस्ट करिया कोन? सेमी फिनिश्ड गुड्स इफ एनी। व्हाट इज द
Finished
ओपनिंग
goods.
एंड व्हाट इज द क्लोजिंग? आ सेमी फिनिश्ड गुड्स रे तो आपण कहि परिबेनी हमें परचेजेस मेड, कारण हम तो जिंस तयारी करछन्ती ना, हम पाखरे ओपनिंग थिबो नले क्लोजिंग थिबो। क्लियर?
Yes sir.
जेतेबेले फिनिश्ड गुड्स हमें आसीबा, कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन रे ताको एडजस्ट करिबा।
କରିବା।
तीनटा, गोटे होची प्राइम कॉस्ट रे एडजस्ट होची, माने फर्स्ट इन ऑर्डर टू गेट द प्राइम कॉस्ट, फर्स्ट रॉ मटेरियल को सेठी हमें रॉ मटेरियल कंज्यूम को एडजस्टमेंट करछन्ती। So after getting the prime cost, in order to determine the factory cost, what we are adjusting? Stock of semi-finished goods. In order to compute the cost of sales, after cost of production रे काहे को adjust करूछन्ती? Stock of finished goods.
Semi
To get the cost of
finished.
Clear?
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
So this is how we are making the treatment of stocks. So these are the advantages of cost sheet. आपण discloses the total cost and cost per unit, हमें total cost केते जानि परिबा, cost per unit भी जानि परिबा। Enables the manufacturer to keep a close watch and control over cost of production by taking the various component of cost. Helps to conduct comparative study of current cost with previous cost. एई लॉट रे हमर केते खर्च हैला, previous lot बा previous प्रोजेक्ट रे हम previously production करूथिले से particular product, what is the cost? You can also compare the actual cost with the predetermined or standard cost or estimated cost. So it also helps the manufacturer to frame and follow suitable production policy. You are the manufacturer, you can able to formulate or frame the suitable production policy for your organization if you are preparing the cost sheet. Again, cost sheet also helps for fixation of selling price. This is very, very important. Unless until you know the cost price, it is quite difficult or not at all possible to fix the selling price. It helps to minimize the cost of production. That means minimize the cost of the product. Again, helps to submit the quotations in the tender process. Clear? So these are the advantages of cost sheet. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes sir.
जोटा बुझेले सर, किंतु लास्ट जोटा स्टॉक ऑफ हला सेटा टिके प्रॉब्लम रे सॉल्व करले जणा पड़ी जो
कर दबा। आमे तो बदे हेई गलानी टाइम, बदे सर नेक्स्ट क्लास आपनकर अछि। ओके, सो नेक्स्ट क्लास एई टाइप रो प्रॉब्लम नेकना मु आपन को एठी नेक्स्ट क्लास माने नॉट टुमारो, द डे आफ्टर टुमारो, आई थिंक इन द मॉर्निंग, वेरी सिंपल वे आपन को जो अछि प्रॉब्लम आमे बुझी जिबा केमिति जो स्टॉक को ट्रीटमेंट करूछंती, गोटे प्लेन
Sure.
फॉर्मेट रो कॉस्ट शीट हमें डिस्कस करिबा, देन वी विल प्रिपेयर बाय टेकिंग द ट्रीटमेंट ऑफ स्टॉक्स। क्लियर?
Okay, sir.
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
Then we will switch over to next.
सर सबुडा जदी सोल्ड नै किछि रहि गेला सेटा बदे आपण प्लस माइनस करछंती।
हाँ, सोल्ड हेकि रहि जो माने आपण फिनिश्ड गुड्स कथा कहउचंदी, बेले बेले सेमी फिनिश्ड गुड्स माने पार्टली फिनिश्ड पार्टली नॉट फिनिश्ड। आपण माने कोन जोता फैक्ट्री अछि, जोता प्रोडक्शन करूचंती, जोता जते बेले आपण प्रोडक्शन करूचंती सेतरे कोन हो आपण सोल्ड ता तयारी हे जाईची, ଉପରର ମେସ୍ ମାନେ ଯୋଉଟା କଭରଟା ସେଟା ବି ତିଆରି ହେଇଯାଇଛି କିନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣ ତାକୁ ଯୋଡି ନାହାନ୍ତି, that is semi finished. Are you getting or not getting?
Yes, sir.
Stock
Clear?
is three types, sir. Stock टे तीन ही प्रकार.
हाँ, stock of
ଗୋଟେ
ମାନେ raw material stock and partly finished, partly not yet finished. ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ରହୁଛି କଣ ଆପଣଙ୍କର? What is another one? Finished.
Finish.
semi finished.
Raw material, semi-finished and finished.
Finished. ଆପଣ ମନେ କରନ୍ତୁ ଟେକ୍ସଟାଇଲ ଇଣ୍ଡଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ବା ଟେକ୍ସଟାଇଲ ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟ୍ରି ଅଛି, ଆପଣ ସାର୍ଟ ତିଆରି କରୁଛନ୍ତି, ଠିକ ଅଛି, ତା ପାଇଁ କଣ ଦରକାର ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ? କପଡା ଦରକାର।
Raw materials. कपड़ा.
That is କପଡାଟା ଆପଣଙ୍କର ର ମେଟେରିଆଲ ନା ନାହିଁ, କ୍ଲଥ
Yes, sir. Raw material.
ର ମେଟେରିଆଲ, ସେଇଟା ର ମେଟେରିଆଲ ଷ୍ଟକ୍ ଆପଣ ମେଣ୍ଟେନ କରିବେ।
Okay, sir.
ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆପଣ ସେଟା ତିଆରି ଚାଲିଛି, ତିଆରି ଚାଲିଲା ବେଳେ କଣ ସାର୍ଟ ର ଆପଣ ହାତ ଦିଟା ତିଆରି କରିଛନ୍ତି ବା ବଡି ପାର୍ଟସ ଟା ତିଆରି କରିଛନ୍ତି, ଓକେ।
Yes, sir.
So in
Semi.
this case that is semi finished. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
କମ୍ପ୍ଲିଟ ସାର୍ଟ ଟାକୁ ଆପଣ ତିଆରି କରିକି ଯେତେବେଳେ ପ୍ୟାକେଟ ପୁରା ଫୁଲ କଭର ପ୍ୟାକେଟ ଆପଣ ରେଡି ରଖୁଛନ୍ତି, what is that? That is stock of your finished goods.
Finished.
So finished goods are ready for sale.
Okay, sir.
Clear or not clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Sir, when a part of any item is called a semi-finished.
Part of
Part of a item.
a part of a item, that's why it is known as partly finished, partly not yet finished. Partly ମାନେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଅଧା ସରି ଥାଇପାରେ କିମ୍ବା 30% complete, 70% not yet complete, or 70% already completed, 30% not yet completed. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us wind up the session for today. Thank you so much for joining with me. Have a good day. Stay safe and stay blessed. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning,
Good morning,
sir.
sir.
Good morning, sir.
So today it is my pleasure to take class through that is using a whiteboard. So automatically you get full clarity on my presentation. Clear? So anyway, so we have discussed that is statistics. So statistics is a type of quantitative method, and we have to use statistics in decision making process. So today I have to go into detail. When we collect the data, after a collection, classification, and present the data in the tabular form, next step we have to analyze the data. So data analysis. Now here we have to analyze the data. Analysis of data. So now, as I have told you, data is what? Data may be qualitative, data may be quantitative. So if the data is qualitative, what to do? We have to use certain scale to convert into numerical form, convert into quantitative form. Then it will be easy on part of the researcher to do analysis. So here, see, before going to the analysis data, I will tell you. So the data may be presented when we present the data. So here, see, what I find, it may be for individual data series, or we can say that is frequency data series, individual data series or frequency data series. I repeat again, while we present the data in the table, we go for analysis, but what to do? we have to prepare tables. We have to prepare tables. So now the table may be individual data table, or that is, you can say, individual observation table, or we can say it is frequency data table, frequency series. Now, what is individual data series? Remember, individual data series. For example, if suppose there are 100 students in a class, roll number, we can say roll number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 100. If there are 100 students in a class, and we have to, that is here, ask them to give their, we can say, age. When we prepare a table and presenting the individual data of 100 students, then we can call as individual series. As individual series. Mr. Soyang, what is an individual series? Soyang, Seshadri, what is an individual series? When we present the data, yes.
When you present the data in a single series or single table.
Yes, yes. That means we have to prepare a table having 2 columns. Column 1, either we have to write the roll number or we have to write the name. And second, we see here, we have to write their age, for example, or percentage mark in MBA. If you ask, in we can say first semester. If we prepare a table having 2 columns, column 1 contains the individual, we can say this is roll number or their name, and the second column specifies, states the specific value like age or percentage mark. Then this series is known as, we can say, individual series. Individual series. Now, similarly, suppose there are 100 students. If there are 100 students, so remember what to do. Sometimes we can, let's see, when the data is very large, we have to condense it and form, that is a frequency series, when we find a particular variable is repeated. For example, suppose there are 100 students. If I write their age and number of students, now in MBA like this, number of students. So in such cases, age suppose 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 24 like this. Suppose age and number of students, let 10, 20, suppose 30, let we can say 40, or we can say 7, 8, 5 like this. There are 100 students. Now, this type of presentation, when we prepare a 2 column, column 1 represents variable, variable is your age, variable, and this represents your frequency. That is, number of times a variable is repeated. Then we call as a frequency series or frequency table. Basically, the table, while we use frequency table, while we use in the statistical analysis, we call as a frequency series. Frequency series. So here see, this is an example of a frequency series, frequency data set. Here see, first column represents variable and second represents the frequency f, and variable always in statistics is represented by small letter x, and while we represent our frequency, we use the letter f. It is an example of a frequency table. Frequency table. And again, frequency table, as I have told you, frequency table may be discrete series or continuous series. Continuous series. Remember, So first, basic understanding of this, before going to analysis, first one should get an idea regarding the nature of the series. One is individual series, second one is discrete series. Frequency series. Frequency series may be discrete frequency series, or it may be continuous frequency series. If we can say this is an example of what? This is an example of discrete frequency series. If x being the variable assumes discrete value, means 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, like this, then we call as a discrete series. And against each discrete value, we have to state, we have mentioned the respective frequency. Then we call as a discrete frequency series. I hope it is clear. Discrete frequency series. Discrete frequency series, as I have told you, that is having two columns. Column 1 represents your variable. Column 2 represents your, that is the frequency. This type of series known as discrete frequency series. I hope it's clear.
Yes, sir.
the first column
In
continuous
first column, we have to specify the values of the variable. 19, 20.
continuous.
Yes. Second column represents the variable. Sorry, the frequency. Frequency means you see 10, 30, 40 like this. In this way, we can form a discrete frequency distribution. Discrete frequency distribution. Why call? First one, distribution means data set. That is frequency means that is number of items are repeated, and first column, that is a variable, and variable assumes a discrete value like 19, not 19.2, 20, not 20.5. That is very specific discrete value. Then we call as a discrete frequency series. Now next I go to continuous series. For example, suppose say in a village there are 100 families. And we find their income, or we can say not income. Let's say their age. So there are 100 families, and there are 1,000 members of 100 families. There are 1,000 members in the village, and if we form a table like this, so here see, if we form a table like this, first we have to write the age. If we write the age, and here number of people we can say people. Now if we write 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, 70 to 80, 80 and above. If we prepare a table, this is first column represents x, that variable. Suppose 0 to 10, there are, we can say 200 are there, 10 to 20, 250 are there, 20 to 30, 400 are there, then 30 to 40, 600 is there, 40 to 50, we can say again 40 to 50, let's say 1000 is there, and 50 to 60, again we can say 600 there, 60 to 70, 400 is there, 70 to 80, 250 is there, then 80 and above, 200 is there. If we present the data specifying the age and number of people of a particular village, and if the data is presented in this tabular form, first column age, second column number of people. Here age 0 to 10 inclusive, and anybody having age between 0 to 10, and their number of is 200. Then this is called your frequency. This is called your frequency. When the variable assumes a continuous value means here this is your lower limit, this is your upper limit, UL. For any class, this is a class, 0 to 10 class, 10 to 20 class, 20 to 30 class, 30 to 40, 40 to 50. This is your class. This is lower limit of the class. This is upper limit of the class. Entire things is called 0 to 10 is a class interval. I have told three things. One, that the class, upper limit of the class, lower limit of the class, lower limit, and class interval. Class interval. So for any continuous series, first column represents continuous variable having continuous values, while we, so that is called as continuous. In the previous data set, previous table, discrete, specific, 10, 11, 12, 13, like this, specific. But here, that is a continuous value, 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, continuous. That means you can see here when this is your class 1, class 2, class 3, 4, 5, like this. Classes are there. For each class, here we find 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40. Here the lower, suppose 0 to 10 is a class, 10 to 20 is a class, 30 to 40 is a class. So 10 to 20 is a class, 10 is the lower limit, 20 is the upper limit, class interval is 10. What is class interval? Upper limit minus lower limit is your class interval. Is a class interval. So, dear students, Mr. Satpathy, SM Satpathy,
Yes, sir.
yes, tell me here in this case, class intervals are equal or class intervals are unequal?
Sir, equal. Sir, equal and even.
When that is all classes having equal interval, then we call as a equal class interval. We can say continuous series. Clear? Sometimes what happens? So now sometimes if the class intervals are unequal, then it is called unequal class intervals. Now we have to proceed. That is analysis of data set. Analysis of data set. Remember, before analysis, first we have to study what is the nature of a data set. Whether the data set is an individual series or a frequency series. Whether the data set is an individual series or a frequency series. If an individual series, I have told you, we have to specify, mention values of individual items. While in case of frequency series, we have two types of series. One, discrete frequency series. Two, continuous frequency series. In case of discrete frequency series, the value of variable is assumed to be discrete. To be discrete means specific. 5, 10, 20, 100, like this. Very specific. While in many cases, that is, it is difficult to present the data in the discrete series form. So what we do, we have to prepare. We have to prepare a continuous series. That is because big data can be condensed and presented in a continuous series in a very lucid style, very attractive style, to facilitate further analysis. So in the continuous series, so what to do? We have to prepare a table, statistical table, which is called statistical series. So first column, your variable which assumes the continuous value, and the second column represents your frequency, and this series is known as your continuous series. I hope it is clear. Any question?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So how many types of series are there? Basically two: individual series and discrete series. Sorry, and frequency series.
Frequency,
Frequency are two types. One,
discrete and
frequency.
continuous.
Okay. So now you feel comfortable to go for further steps. Now, analysis of data. Now here see, analysis of data. So data can be analyzed to identify, to diagnose three basic characteristics. In other words, a data set, a statistical table, to be studied under three, we can say, specifications. That means the data set is having three characteristics. To understand the basic nature of data set, we have to, that is, use some statistical methods to find out the nature of data set, the characteristics of data set. Now, the nature of characteristics of data set. You see the nature or characteristics of a data set can be studied under three angles, under three ways, or there are three basic characteristics of a data set. One, if we find out the average of a particular data set, first one, we have to find out the average characteristics of a data set, average. Or second one, we have to find out the variation of data set, higher, lower, or variation. Third one, we can say the skewness, we can say the normality characteristics of data set. So this type of thing that you never get any book. I am sharing my
What is normality?
One-
Normality.
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 Average, variation, normality. You can easily understand and feel happy. Now we have to examine three different distinctive characteristics of a data set. First one, we can find the average characteristics. We have to find out the variation of the data characteristics, Third one, we have to see whether the data assumes a normality shape, or we can say not normality shape. We can say normality shape, or we can say shape. When you present the data in the graphic form, we can examine whether the data set is having some normal nature or some kind of, we can say, one side bigger, one side lower, or like this. So we'll discuss. Now, before going to analyze the three basic characteristics of data set, average characteristics, variation characteristics, and normality characteristics. So we have to use certain statistical methods. We have to use certain statistical measures. What are these? First one, to find out the average of a data set, we have to use very common type of statistical method, which is known as your measures of central tendency. This can be here to find out the average. Here we have to use measures of central tendency. Again, I'm telling you, to find out the average characteristics of a data set, we have to use a very common type of statistical method, which is called measures of central tendency. Measures of central tendency. Clear? We'll discuss. After 2-3 minutes, we'll go to discuss what are the measures of central tendency. After, we can say the second characteristic known as variation. Known as variation. That is, from central tendency, from average, how individual values of a variable vary, deviate. So we have to find out their deviation characteristics, deviation from central tendency characteristics, which is otherwise known as variation characteristics, which is otherwise known as dispersion characteristics. Deviation, variation, dispersion are the second characteristics of a data set. That is, we have to use another important statistical method, that is measures of dispersion or measures of variation. Measures of variation or measures of dispersion. Here we have measurement methods. Measures of dispersion or measures of variation. Measures of variation. Now, after finding the measure of dispersion, then we have to see whether the structure of the data set, the shape of the data, if you represent the data in a, we can graphic form, then we can just view, we can see whether the data forms a normal shape or not abnormal, not a skew. We can say skewed shape. Normal versus skew. If it is not normal,
Can you repeat again, sir? Can you repeat it again? Measures of
after measure dispersion, clear? Then we have to see the normality shape of a data set. When we put in the graphic form, in the diagrammatic form, when we represent the data in the diagram, then we can just see, view whether the data is having normal shape or some skew. Skew means just reverse of normality. That means we have to use, that is measures of skewness and kurtosis. These are the measures which are used to, we can say, determine, compute the degree of skewness, degree of normality. So anybody just can repeat, can just supplement what are the three basic characteristics of our data set. Anybody?
Well, basically, there are three types of characteristics. First one is average, variation, and normality. To find the data set of average, we need to find measures of central tendency, and to find the variation, measures of dispersion, and for the normality, when we represent the data in graphical form, that is skewed, and measures of skewness of dispersion is also we called as we need to find the degree of skewness.
Yes. Suppose, say, for example, we will go step by step. First one, today, I hope to complete measures of central tendency. Now, let us go to the first one, measures of central tendency. Now, let us go to the first one, that is measures of central tendency. Here, measures of central tendency or statistical average. We can call as statistical average. So, measure of central tendency or statistical average can be broadly categorized under two groups. One, mathematical average. Two, positional average. One, we can divide under two broad categories here. First one, mathematical. Mathematical average mathematical, second one positional. Positional. So statistical average, which is commonly known as methods of central tendency or measures of central tendency, are grouped under two categories. One, mathematical, which is otherwise called your mean, maybe three types. One, arithmetic mean, one, geometric mean, second one, harmonic mean. So there are three sub-methods which are used to calculate statistical average in the mathematical form, known as mathematical average, commonly known as means. It may be three types. One, arithmetic mean. Second one, geometric mean. Third one, harmonic mean. There are three different types of mathematical averages which are used to calculate the average of a data set. So this is your arithmetic mean, this is your geometric mean, third one is your harmonic mean. Similarly, the statistical average may be, we can say, viewed from the position of the data set. Position. So that means positional average. It may be two types. One is median, another is mode. You can take a photocopy of like this. Anyway, one is median, another is mode. So in general, in common, we normally use mean, median, mode. Mean, median, mode are the three important measures of central tendency which are commonly used in our statistical analysis. I have to cover all this within a very short period. How to calculate statistical average by using arithmetic mean, by calculating arithmetic mean, similarly by calculating geometric mean, or by using your harmonic mean, and another is median and mode. First, see here what is arithmetic mean, how to be calculated. Remember, now I have to go to that is use. That is your arithmetic mean. How to calculate? So arithmetic mean, and as I have told you, there are three different types of series. One is your individual series, second one your discrete series, third in your continuous series. So there are three types of series. How to calculate mean of the three series mathematically? How to calculate that is your arithmetic mean of three different types of series. Computation of arithmetic mean of three different types of series now to be discussed. You have to clearly understand computation of arithmetic mean, because arithmetic mean is used in all cases. In further statistical analysis, we have to take arithmetic mean. So arithmetic mean to be computed for three different series. First one, the arithmetic mean is represented by x bar. Arithmetic mean is represented by x bar. X bar is a symbol which is commonly used to represent arithmetic mean. So x bar. Now x bar for individual series, here summation x by n. You can write summation x. Okay, you can write here. Here sum of the values divided by number of items gives the average value of one individual series. If a particular series, for example, suppose there are 5 items, 2, 6, 8, 10, 12. If it is X, 2, 6, 8, what is average? You want to do 2 plus 6, 8, plus 8, 16, plus 10, we can say 16 plus 26, plus here 12, 40. Here summation X is equal to 40. Here N is equal to 5. So mean is equal to summation X divided by N is equal to 40 by 5 is equal to 8.
40 ନୁହେଁ
କେତେ ଅଛି?
38.
Huh?
38 sir.
Huh?
38
अच्छा এইটা আমি 4 कर दवा ठीक है 4 plus 6 10 plus 8 18 plus 10 28 plus 12 40. So then we can find the arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean of an individual series is equal to sum of the values sigma x divided by n, number of items. So sigma x divided by n gives a value. That means here 8. Remember, that 8, here we get 8. 8 is our arithmetic mean. Why we call as a measure of central tendency, measures of central value. Why the word central we associate with the statistical average? Dear students, our statisticians throw years together, more than 400, 500 years, they use the word as arithmetic mean is approaching in the central place of the data set, or which we call as central value. Here in this case you see here 4, 6, 8, 4, here less than 8, 6 less than 8, 10 more than 8. You find here they are higher. You see here they are lower. Some values are lower than, and this is, we can say, put in the central place. Since 8 we find is put in the central place of the series, we call as central value. Arithmetic mean is a central value. Arithmetic mean is a central value. What we find in the, that is in this case we find the central place. Just can anybody will explain me? Anybody?
ସେଣ୍ଟ୍ରାଲ ଭ୍ୟାଲୁରେ ସେଇଟା ଯୋଉଟା ଥିବ ତାର ମଝିରେ ଥିବ ସେଇଟାକୁ ଆମେ ସେଣ୍ଟ୍ରାଲ ଭ୍ୟାଲୁ ନେଇକି ସେଇଟା ବାହାର କରିବା ମିନଟା।
ଆମେ mean को କାହିଁକି central value ବୋଲି କୁହାଯାଏ? Because we find it is in the central place. केंद्रीय स्थाନରେ ଥିବାରୁ ଆମେ ତାକୁ କେନ୍ଦ୍ରୀୟ ଭ୍ୟାଲୁ ବୋଲି କହୁ, ସେଣ୍ଟ୍ରାଲ ଭ୍ୟାଲୁ। and average ଗୋଟେ ଏମିତି ଜିନିଷ ବାହାର କରିବା ଯେ କି it will represent all values of a variable. Here we find 8 represents as average of all items, and normally we find in the central place, for which we call as a central value. I hope it is clear.
सर एक्स रो जो नेइजन वैल्यूज है एटा तो ऑड नंबर अछि सेति पे सेंट्रल रे आसे इवन डेटा थिबो थाल तो सेंटर आसबे
इवन आसु बा ऑड आसु समस्त वैल्यू को मिसै दबा डिवाइड बाय n. इट मे बी फ्रैक्शनल वैल्यू, फ्रैक्शन आसी पारे कि असुविधा
फ्रैक्शन आसे
हां हियर इट गोटे छोटिया सिंपल एग्जांपल लेछि टू अंडरस्टैंड इजीली. So whatever may be, sum of the values divided by the number of values is our arithmetic mean. Amar manakara DDC amar, suppose for example 30 students are admitted to MBA program. ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ଯଦି ଆମେ ନେବା ଯେ ଗ୍ରାଜୁଏସନରେ କେତେ ପରସେଣ୍ଟେଜ ଥିଲା, roll number 1 this percent, roll number 2 this percent, roll number 3 this percent. Then we find what is the average percentage of all the students admitted into MBA program. We get one value. This value is known as a central value. Central value. Clear?
Sir, in this case, X should be in arithmetic progression, is it right?
Arithmetic? No,
Progression is there, 4, 6, 8.
This is different.
This is not.
Suppose you can say, if I write, suppose 3, you can write 7. You see here? Try to understand. Arithmetic progression is different. Here, if I write 3, 7, 8, 10, 12, same value is there. Yes or no? This is not arithmetic progression. Here, see, since previous case, I have 2 4 lekhi. Now, here, if I write, suppose 10 jagare, I will 11, it will lekhi. Suppose again, you can say 10, 11, or we can say 30 like we can say. Here, see, or if I write 9, it can write 13. Here, if I change the values, we can find sum of the values is 20. Simply, sum of the values divided by the number of items is our what? Is our arithmetic mean. For example, you can calculate. Suppose say, when I ask in an interview, dear candidate, what is your percentage mark in 10th? What is your percentage mark in plus 2? What is your percentage mark in plus 3? So you can tell, sir, in plus 2, 85%. Plus suppose 10th, 82%. Or you can say plus 3, suppose, sir, 68%. So when you are expressing one value to represent marks scored in all values, all subjects, this is called what? This is your central value. So that means central value is a typical number. Central value or statistical average is a typical number which should represent all in a judicious right way. This is called your measures of central value, central tendency, or we can say the statistical average. Any question? Any question?
Oh, sir.
Good. Next one. Go on, please. Please. Anyway, now next we have to go to, that is computation of arithmetic mean in case of discrete series. Note down, computation of arithmetic mean in case of discrete series. Suppose say x, you can write marks x, number of students, suppose 30% mark 10 students, 40% mark 30 students, 50% mark 60 students, 60% mark 30 students, 70% mark 10 students. Now, how to calculate average percent mark of all students? Can anybody will give any suggestion? How to calculate average marks scored of all the students? from the particular table. Now, if you find what the total number of students, 10 plus 30, 40 plus 100, 140 students are there. 140 students, their distribution marks is presented in the discrete form, 30% or 30 marks, 10, 40, 30, 50, 60, 60, 30, 70, 10. How to find arithmetic mean of this discrete series? Anybody just can give any suggestion?
Sir, we
Mr.
have to
Santosh sir?
multiply. Yes, sir, we have to multiply.
फर्स्ट कॉलम रो बैलेंस करिया पड़ियो 30 40 40 50 ए रेंज नहीं करिया पड़ियो मिड तार डिवाइड बाय 2 करिया पड़ियो
Think and tell me. Simple. Here see, this is your x, this is we can say is your f. This is your f. Then we have to prepare another column. F, x, fx. Another column. Here see, 30 into 10. Here 300. 40 into 30, 1200. Then 50 into 60. 3,000, 300, 200, here like this. Then 16 to 30, 1,800. Then 70 to 10, 700. Now, can we find here see summation sigma fx? Sigma fx. How to find? Here 300 plus 1,200, 1,500, 4,500. Then here 6,300. Then we can say 7,000. Am I clear? 7,000. Here we can find 7,000. Now remember, arithmetic mean of a discrete series. The formula will be here x bar is equal to summation fx sigma fx divided by sigma f, summation f. Here we can say summation f fx 7,000 divided by 140 is equal to, we can say is equal to 50. Is equal to 50. So in this way, we can find out arithmetic mean. Any doubt? We can
जो कले एफएक्स कले सेटा गोटे हला परसेंटेज गोटे हला नंबर ताको इनटू करले
एटा को परसेंटेज रखी 30 मार्क 30 मार्क रखना है धर एवरेज आसे के 50% आउ जे परसेंटेज मु कहिबी 50% हो लगभग 30 मार्क रखचंती 10 जण 40 मार्क रखचंती 30 जण 50 मार्क रखचंती 60 जण 50 मार्क रखचंती
एमटी लगले परसेंटेज हां
तामाने हमर टोटल 140 जण अछंती एई मार्क रखचंती सेई 140 जनकर एवरेज मार्क हाराई मार्क केते होबो ताको हमें केमिति बात करिबा वेरी सिंपल योर मीन एवरेज arithmetic mean we can say arithmetic mean is equal to sigma. Here we can write sigma x bar is equal to summation fx by summation f. Here summation fx 7,000, summation f 140. So 7,000 divided by 140, we get the value 50 as our average, as our arithmetic mean. Is it clear or any doubt?
जो असला आंसर तार यूनिट किछ अछि ना नै
मु कहले
आंसर यूनिट किछ लिखा हो यूनिट
ना कि दरकार not necessary.
Unitless.
Unit means that means suppose your marks you can write 50 marks, no problem. 50 marks. The average is because x represents marks, so average is 50 marks. You can write. So in this way, we can comfortably calculate arithmetic mean of a discrete series. Clear? Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes alternative methods are there. That is, we can calculate arithmetic mean by using assumed mean method. By using assumed mean method. So you can read your study notes. Not necessary. You can use directly. So
If in X upper limit and lower limit is given, then how we need to find average?
Wait.
Arithmetic.
Okay. Now see. So now, suppose say we have to how to calculate the arithmetic mean in case of continuous series. Continuous series. Here, computation of arithmetic mean in case of continuous series. Continuous series. How to? Now, example is now here. Suppose instead of writing 30, I have to write 20 to 40. This is a class. Here, you have to write 40 to, suppose here 20 to 30, 20 to 40, 40 to, again is here. Suppose initially it was 30 and it was 40. I can write, suppose 25 to 35. Here 35 to 45. Here 45 to 55. Here 55 to 65. Here 65 to 75. Here now see here. Now I have converted this series into a continuous series. Here X assumes continuous value. 25 to 35. Second class 35 to 40. 45 to 55. 55 to 65. 65 to 75. Now these are all your, we can say, classes. Here class 1, you can write class 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 5 classes. Each class has lower limit and upper limit. Each class has this is your lower limit, this is your upper limit. Each class has 2 limits, lowest value and highest value. Now what to do? In case of continuous series, first one, very simple. We have to, since in this case you find this is equal class interval. This is equal class interval. Clear? Equal class interval. Now 25 to 35, class interval is 10, here 10, here 10, here 10, here 10. For all classes, interval is 10. Class interval is 10. Now what to do? That is, we have to find out the middle value of each class interval, whether it is equal, whether it is unequal. So for each class, there is upper limit and lower limit. The difference is interval. For calculating arithmetic mean of a continuous series, first what to do, step 1, we have to find out mid values of each class. Mid values of each class. Now here, how to find mid values in each class? Here upper limit plus lower limit divided by 2. Upper limit, Mr. Santosh, am I clear?
Yes, sir, I am clear.
Bujhi clearly?
Yes, sir.
ଆମର ଗୋଟେ କ୍ଲାସର ମିଡ୍ ପଏଣ୍ଟ ବା ମିଡ୍ ଭ୍ୟାଲୁ ବାହାର କରିବାକୁ ହେଲେ ଅପର ଲିମିଟ ସହିତ ଲୋ ଲିମିଟ ଆମେ ଆଡିସନ କରିଦେବା ଡିଭାଇଡ୍ ବାଇ 2. ଅପର ଲିମିଟ ପ୍ଲସ୍ ଲୋ ଲିମିଟ divided by 2 is our middle value, midpoint. Now what to do? We have to write midpoint. Midpoint or mid value. Mid value. Here, this is 30. Here, this is 40. Here, this is 50. Here, this is 60. Here, this is 75. Now please see, you feel very comfortable in understanding the difference between a discrete series and a continuous series. For calculating arithmetic mean of a continuous series, we have to find middle value, midpoints of each class. प्रत्येक क्लास रे हमें मध्यम वैल्यू बाहर करिवा केमिति बाहर करिवा ना अपर लिमिट सहित लोअर लिमिट मिसै दे 2 हरि दबा अपर लिमिट प्लस लोअर लिमिट डिवाइड बाय 2 that we get our what our middle value. Then we prepare another column to mention mid value of each class interval of each class. Now here, just see here, that is 30 represent the mid value of the first class, 40 represent the mid value of second class, 50 third class, 60 fourth class, 70. Now, if you see here, now this is called your M, middle point. Now, if you take this part only, you find it is a discrete series. It is a discrete series. Now, the continuous series is converted into a discrete series by finding the middle values of each class. Then, after computing, after that is finding the midpoints, then we have to find the mean, arithmetic mean of a continuous series is equal to sigma fm divided by summation sigma f. Here in this case, summation fm, this is f, this is f, this is fm. We can say fm, instead of writing fx, we can write fm. M represents middle value, this is your frequency f, then this is fm. Summation fm divided by summation f. That is here again you find 7,000 divided by 140 is equal to 50. Is equal to 50 is your what? Is your 50 marks, we can say is your central value or average of a continuous series. Mr. Santosh, just can you refresh me? Can you just that is explain the procedure of computing arithmetic mean of a continuous series? Please explain. Please see and explain.
Sir, in case of a continuous series, we have to take the average of that upper limit and lower limit.
Oh, chalo. Yes.
After then, we have to multiply into the frequency of that series. Then the total summation of x divided by summation of x. Then we will get the average.
पूरा बुझले तो?
Okay.
तमाने summation fm divided by summation f. In this way, we can find the arithmetic mean of a continuous series. Now, if I ask, see here, what is the range of the series? Range of the series. Suppose if you forget this, what is the lower limit of this particular series? 30, but the upper limit how much? 70. Now, minimum mark 30 ଅଛି, maximum mark 70 ଅଛି, difference केते आछि? What is the difference?
40.
40. So 40 is your range value. तमाने 40 मार्क रेंज भितर समस्त रखिछन 30 रु 40 मार्क भितर आमे जदि कंटीन्यूअस सीरीज आसीबा फॉर द लोअर लिमिट ऑफ द फर्स्ट क्लास प्रथम क्लास रा लोअर लिमिट केते अछि 25 लोअर अपर लिमिट ऑफ द लास्ट क्लास 75 फॉर द रेंज 75 minus 25 50. That is range of the values of a continuous series. This is range of the values of a discrete series. Clear? Anyway, this is called our, that is computation of arithmetic mean of a continuous series. So in this way, we can complete our arithmetic mean. Next one, I'll focus on median. Next one, your geometry mean, harmony mean, that we'll discuss later. So now let us go to median values. Second measure of central tendency is median. Now, just please tell me, what is your arithmetic mean? What is your arithmetic mean here?
50.
It's a Sapati. What is arithmetic mean?
50.
50. 50 lies in the center or not?
Yes, sir.
50 तले गुडी अछंती ऊपरी भी अछंती से मध्य थिवरे तक हम सेंट्रल वैल्यू बोली कहू 50 represents as arithmetic mean of the entire set data set. 50 is a statistical average. So now we have to go to discuss a positional average. मूलर कहिथिली समस्त एवरेज को हमें दुई भाग रे विभक्त करिसे. प्रथम होची गाणितिक हाराहारी बा मैथमेटिकल एवरेज, द्वितीय होची पोजिशनल एवरेज. रिमेंबर our median and mode are commonly known as positional average. So now we have to focus on how to calculate median. Median कहले हमें कौन बुझू जत्ते बेले हमर गोटे डाटा सेट को हमें ascending order क्रमवर्धित मानरे किंबा descending order क्रम ह्रास मानरे यदि प्रथम सजई दबा आमे देखिबा जो मूल्य मझिरे आसुथिबो मध्यमा ताको हमें मीडियन बोली कहू. आउ तेरे कहूची first what to do, we have to arrange the data either in the ascending order of magnitude or the descending order of magnitude. हमें क्रमवर्धित मानरे हमें सजई दे परिबा 5 10 15 20 30 40 एटा होची क्रमवर्धित मान. यदि उल्टे दबा 50 40 30 20 10 5 ये होची क्रम ह्रास मान. फर्स्ट स्टेप हमें सजैबा डाटा को आइदर असेंडिंग ऑर्डर हो नहले डिसेंडिंग ऑर्डर हो तापर हमें पिकअप करिबा किए मझिरे अछि जो वैल्यूटा मझिरे थिबो जो मझी पोजिशन रे रहिथिबो ताको हमें मीडियन बोली कहबा. ओटे छोटी एग्जांपल कहबी. जस्ट सी हियर, सपोज देयर आर three girls. जनकर हाइट होची 6 फीट, आउ जनकर हाइट होची 2 फीट, आउ जनकर हाइट होची सपोज वी कैन से 3 फीट. 2 फीट और 6 2 3 प्रथम हम तो अरेंजमेंट करिबा कोन आइदर 2 3 6 अरेंजमेंट करिबा 6 फीट नहले रिवर्स करिबा 6 3 2 आइदर क्रमवर्धित मानरे किबा क्रम ह्रास मानरे हमें यदि अरेंजमेंट करि देबा मझी जे थिबो मझी मिडिल दैट इज कॉल्ड योर median. So median is a positional value which lies in the middle of the series when we arrange the series either in the ascending order of magnitude or descending order of magnitude. This is the definition of a median. I repeat again, then I ask to anybody who can repeat. Median is a measure of central tendency. Median is a positional average which lies in the middle of the series when data set is arranged either in ascending order of magnitude or descending order of magnitude. Mr. Sangsri,
G, yes, sir.
मत बुझेल मीडियन कहले हम कौन बुझिले? What is median?
Sir, it is a positional average which lies in the middle of series, which is arranged either in ascending order or descending order.
Okay. Now suppose say Mr. Swangsri, now just see, I'll give one example, a typical example. Suppose say there are 3 women. First woman, weight 120 kg. Second woman, let's say weight 30 kg. Third woman, weight 40 kg. 3 जन वोमेन अच्छी से वेट हूँ 120 kg, 30 kg and 40 kg. What the average arithmetic mean of these 3? आंकर arithmetic average केते हबो? 120 plus 30, 150 plus 40, 190 divided by 3, 190 divided by 3. That is called your arithmetic mean. That is your arithmetic mean. But what is average? What is your median? Median केते हमारा?
40 kg.
केते? 40 kg.
40.
See the difference. See the difference. Suppose that 3 women, जने कहूची गोटे पुओ कहूची मु गोटे झियो को मैरेज करी. से पुओ रो वेट होची सपोज 80 kg. तीनोटी प्रस्ताव आसिला. गोटे जन को होची 120 kg. आउ जन को 30 kg. आउ जन को 40 kg. से कहूची मु एवरेज मीडियन एज को मैरेज करी. See, आर 80 kg को तारो 40 kg. See the peculiarities in using what? Statistics. So, here see, that is one type of peculiarities we observe. So, whatever may be, our point is median lies in the middle of the series. If we arrange the data either in ascending order or in the descending order.
Sir, if there is 4 numbers, for example, 120, 30, 40, 60.
4 numbers.
Then
Okay.
how we
I'm coming. Okay, good. Thank you. Now see here, if the number of, now there are 3 series, one individual series, one discrete series, one continuous series. Yes or no? Individual series, here we write value of median is equal to value of median is equal to value of n plus 1 by 2 theta. N plus 1 by 2 theta. Whether it is odd number or even number, doesn't matter. Example. Now example, suppose say there are 3 students. Their marks is 30, 31, 90. That student 1, 30, student 2, 31, student 3, 90. What is the median mark?
31.
What is the median mark? 31? 31. Very simple. এটা মধ্যে আছে 31. তার মানে আমি কোন করলে? Value of n কেতে 1 2 3. 3 plus 1 4. 4 by 2 second. 2 second item. That is second item. The size or value of n plus by 2 theta. N plus by 2 theta. That is called your median. Now, in case if the number is even number, let 10, 20, 30, 40. What is median? Here the number of items are
Sir, answer 20.
4. Answer? Give me 20 कहले. আমার হলা কোন ফর্মুলা n কেতে আছে? n হচ্ছে 4. n হচ্ছে 4. 1 2 3
2.5. 2.5. That means which position?
n plus 1 by 2. 4 plus 5 by 2. Here 2.5. 2.5. It is 2 and 3. 8 मूल्य आसो. So 20 plus 30 divided by 2. That
Okay,
is,
okay.
median is equal to 25. In this way, if the number of items are odd, easily we can locate median. If the number of items are even, then also we can find out that the two values, the average which are lying in the middle and the average of the two middle values, that we can find out as median. As median. Is it clear? Nutan Prushti?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Nutan Prushti? Can you explain how to find median? Nutan?
Yes, sir. Sir,
How to find median of individual series?
sir, in even n plus 1 by 2 term, in even method and in odd n plus 1 by 2 term, then first term plus
Okay. Now see, Nutan, you have to tell me the answer. I'm giving the one example. Suppose the values are suppose 5, 6, 100, 101, 102. Suppose 102. Suppose you 190. There are 5 values: 5, 6, 100, 102, 109, 190. What the median?
100.
Mr. Nutan.
100.
Yes, correct. Now see, if I write, suppose 230. What the median? How many items? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
101. 101. 101.
Thank you. Good. Good. Thank you. Thank you. Good. So in this way, we can easily locate median. Median, we can say the value of the middle item where we arrange the data either ascending or descending order of magnitude. If the data is not arranged in the, for example, if I write the data like this, 230, 5, 100, 100, then we can write 190, 102, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If another is 6. If I write the data, 230, 5, 100, 190, 102, and 6. How to find median? In case of arithmetic mean, not to arrange. Clear? Sum of the values by number of items. Your arithmetic mean. But
in median we arrange in ascending or descending order.
Yes. This is the prime condition. Then and there we can find the median. When the data is either arranged ascending order or descending order of magnitude. Now, next one, we have to see a frequency series. Frequency. So, also, you take this example. Take this example. Calculate median of this one. You see, calculate median of this series. Calculate median of this series. 30, 10, 40, 30. Sorry, 30, 10, 40, like this. Here, this is like this. Here, see. Here, this is a frequency, discrete frequency series. Series is table. In this case, how to find median? Go to the, suppose this is x. This is x. Go to the variable column. Do you find values are in the order, either ascending or descending? Nutan, please see and tell me.
Ascending.
Sir, ascending order.
Ascending order is very clear. Now we we observe X is in the ascending order. Good. Now, next one we can say how to find median. Same example. Here, see, median of a discrete series. You can take a note of it. Median of a discrete series is equal to, that is here. That is, we can say value of n plus 1 by 2th item. Same formula. Here, what is n? Our n kete achi?
Sir, 140.
140. So now here is equal to value of 140 plus 1 divided by 2. That is 141 by 2. How much coming? 70.5 items. 70.5. Now what you do? Where it lies? Here. How to find 70.5 value? Now what you do? In this case, you have to again arrange another column. Cumulative frequency column. We have to arrange another column, that is cumulative frequency column, CF, cumulative frequency column. Now, if we do cumulative, here 10 plus 30, 40, 40 plus 60, 100, 100 plus 30, 130, here 140. 140. Now, median is the value of 70.5 item. Where we locate? 75 up to 10 wala
Locating 42.
तामाने ये जो हमारा 16 सी 40 पढ़ेले एक 10 वाले 30 वाला 40 वाले तापरे 40 रु 100 भितरे रहउची 70.5 40 रु 100 भितरे एटा रहउची
सर जो सीएफ टा केमते भाला टिके सर आउथरे कहले
क्युमुलेटिव विषय में चलले प्रथम थिला 10 तापरे मिसेले 30
यस सर
इज 40 तापरे एडिशन गले 60 40 plus 60 is equal to 100 100 plus 30 is equal to 130 130 plus is 150. So now in this way, what is the value of median? And median kete 50. Here median is equal to value of 70.5 items is equal to 50. Median is equal to 50. Clear?
Sir, repeat sir again, please.
Sir, I have to explain करूँ
हाँ देखो हमें कौन कले उटे cumulative frequency column prepare करियो पड़ियो. We have to add one column, that is cumulative frequency column. Up to 30 मार्क थिले हमरो 30 मार्क से 30 सर 10 जन थिले यदि 40 पर्यंत जिबा 40 जन हेबे यदि मूलरू 50% मार्क जिबा 100 जन अछंती up to 60 हेले 130 70 हेले 140 हमें एडिशन करी गले टोटल वाज 140. So up to 70 marks कोई मूलरू हमर 140 up to 60 marks 130 up to 50 marks 100 up to 40 marks 40 up to 30 marks 10 up to 30 10 ता माने हमें cumulative frequency हमर दरकार व्हाट फार्मूला सेम फार्मूला value of n plus 1 by 230 value of n plus 1 by 2th item. Clear? So, त्यामाने हमें देखिले 140 अछंती 140 plus 1 141 divided by 2, that we can say 70.5. 70.5 टा कोठी आसीबो हमें गोटे लाइन समुद्र ठिया कर दबा 30 मार्क रो पिला 10 जन प्रथम ठिया कर दबा 40 मार्क रो तापर 30 जन ठिया कर दबा 30 पळेले 40 जन ठिया हे गले ता परे जो आसीबे ठिया हेबे जो 60 जन तार भीतर रहिछि 7.5 position. Please remember, it's a positional average. It's a position. We have to locate the position where median lies. Median lies here 70.5. 75 lies here. You can say here that is 50. The corresponding value of 70.5 is your median. I'm giving another example here so that it is clear. Now just see here. Suppose let's say x f. You have to tell me. Suppose x 5, 10, 20, something is just. Oh, it has see. Suppose 4, 8, suppose 4. So now, what is cumulative frequency? The total is how much? Total is 60. Cumulative frequency 4, 12, 20. What is here? Odd nature. 5 nature. Here 21. Here 21. Just we see this. X is the variable, F is the corresponding frequency, CF is cumulative frequency. Body gale frequency हमें body चले. 500 मार्क अच्छी 4 जन, cumulative frequency 4, 10 मार्क भीतर अच्छी ये विषय जीवा, ये दिटा विषय देले 12, ये दिटा विषय देले 12 plus 5, here 21. In this way 21.
17 how was it? 12 plus 5.
Yes, see. 12 plus, sorry, how much?
17.
7. Okay, oh, thank you, good. 17. How much 17? What is median? Median formula for
9. 9.
17 plus 1 divided by 2. 17 plus 1 is equal to 18. 18 divided by 2 is equal to 9. 9th item. तामन हम जदि हम सजै दबा प्रथम कहबा 5 मार्क रखिथिबा 4 जन पिला आस से रहिले प्रथम आसिले 4 जन आसिले 1 2 3 4 आसिले ए जन 5 मार्क तापरे 10 मार्क 8 जन 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 8 जन 1 2 3 4 5 7 ये होते 10 मार्क तापरे 20 मार्क रखछन 5 जन 1 2 3 4 5 एटा 20 मार्क आमे धरिबा ओ आइटम ना 9th आइटम 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 एटा केते मार्क 10 मार्क I feel it is clear. Mr. Nutan. Nutan Pushti.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
बुझेले
9th
Yes,
item
sir.
माने 5 ରୁ 10 ଭିତରେ ତ sir median ଟା 10 ହବ ଖାଲି
5 ରୁ 10 ଭିତରେ न 5 ରୁ 10 ଭିତରେ ଏଇ जो 10 ଜଣ ଭିତରେ ଅଛନ୍ତି ମାନେ 10 ମାର୍କ ରଖିଛନ୍ତି କିଏ ଜଣ 8 ଜଣ ପରା 5 ମାର୍କ ରଖିଛନ୍ତି 4 ଜଣ 1 2 3 4 10 ମାର୍କ ରଖିଛନ୍ତି 8 ଜଣ 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 ଏ ହେଲା 13 ଏ ଯୋଉଚି सॉरी 8 जण ए ହେଲା 12 ये ले 4 ये होଛନ୍ତି 4 ଜଣ ये ହେଲେ 8 ଜଣ 8 + 12 ये 5 ଜଣ टोटल हेले 17 सो ए 17 रो हम करिबा कहा तमर 10th हमर कोटा 9th कोट रहउछि वेयर इज 9th 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9th 9th होछि केते मार 10 मार 9th जो प्लेट रखिथिबो से केते मार रखिछि 10th
10 okay
clear in this way we have find median of a what of a discrete series next one how to find median of a continuous series median of a continuous series Now I'm writing the formula of calculating median in case of continuous series. In case of continuous series. Now, median is equal to value of n by 2th item. N by 2th item. Here, what is the difference between individual series and discrete series and continuous series? In case of individual series and discrete series, formula is n plus 1 by 2th item. But in case of continuous series, what is the formula? Mr. Satpathy, what is the formula? Mr. Sanjeev Reddy?
n
Sanjeev?
plus 1 by 2.
Amara
N by 2, sir.
सेटी रहिबो खाली n by n plus 1 by 2 कोठी इंडिविजुअल सीरीज आउ डिस्क्रीट एठी हमें 1 तो काटी दबा सिंपल n by 2
Continuous series.
हां
Continuous series n by 2.
बस कंटीन्यूअस सीरीज n by 2 तापरे गोटे फार्मूला बाय यूजिंग इंटरपोलेशन एठी बुझी दोची एटा सिंपल एग्जांपल एठी कहि दोची हमर सी हियर सेम एग्जांपल here amar thila eta 25 here x thila 25 by 35 it is 35 by 40 45 by 50 here 35 by 45 45 by 55 55 by 65 65 by 75 this is our original table. This is a continuous series. This is a continuous series. So what to do in case of continuous series? So we don't require to find out what middle values. Not necessary. Here, just please see computation of median. Computation. এটা টেবিলটা করিয়ে যদি পরীক্ষা আসে কম্পিটিশন অফ কম্পিটিশন অফ মিডিয়া যে ফার্স্ট কলাম x সেকেন্ড কলাম f থার্ড কলাম cf ফোর্থ কলাম এটা দরকার নেই এটা এরিথমেটিক বিনেছে নট নেসেসারি so first of what to do let's see I repeat again column 1 class interval 1 2 3 4 5 there are 5 classes and corresponding frequency there what is frequency 10 30 60 again 30 again 10 frequency there then we have to form the cumulative frequency cf already complete cf cumulative frequency 10 40 100, 130, 100. Now please see here. Here, how to compute median? Step 1. Here, value of n plus 2th item. N plus 2th item. Here, median is equal to value of n by 2th item. Here is equal to n is 140 by 2th item. That is 17th item. Here 17th item lies 17th item lies. Where it lies? It lies between this. Up to 40 item over up to 100. That 17th item lies in this group. First one, what to do? Use the formula. Find
Sir, केमती जानले sir 70 item टा हला 45 ରୁ 55 भितरे
group. A group रे 70 item रो value आरी भितर अछि. काना 40 item पळेले तापर जो 100 item रहिछि टोटल ना 100 आरी भितर अछि कोटा 70 item. 17 item lies.
Sir, CF रो देखि के हम जानि परबो sir को पोजीशन
कोटे
CF value टा देखि के हम जानि परबो कि sir 70 item.
बस हमरो आर भीतर अछि 70 30 पळेला 30 40 पळेला ए जो 60 भितरे हमर रहिछन कि 70 आइटम पडियो. The 17th item lies in this group. So first one
हमर सर जोड़ा n/2 हो कि तार जस्ट हायर वैल्यू टा नै कि तार कॉरस्पॉन्डिंग क्लास टा को मैच करे कि तार f नेले एटा मारी जाय
बात कर पाइलियो तो how to find median class. Median class टा केउठी अछि एटा कंटीन्यूअस सीरीज अछि 8 टा कहउछि median class because
सर हमर सर देखो तार हो 140/2 हला 70 हला
हां
70 रे जस्ट ऊपर डाउछि क्युमुलेटिव रे आछि 100 आछि
हां बस
100 रो जोटा कॉरस्पॉन्डिंग क्लास टा अछि दैट विल बी L1 L2 रहइबो तार फ्रीक्वेंसी टा 60 रहइबो सेटा फार्मूला रे पडले बाहर जिवो मीडियन
बुझले तो ठीक अछि. So here see तापर हम median value केते हो. How to find median value? First we have to locate the median class by using the formula n/2th item. n/2th item a frequency assumption n/2th item lies in this group. 17th item lies in this group. The class is group is 45 to
55.
55. हमें इटा बाहर पूछला परे how to find median. Use the formula. Median is equal to lower limit plus upper limit minus lower limit L2 minus L1 by F. Here I am writing that you can here median is equal to in this case lower limit कितना अछि 45
Sir, 45.
plus upper limit minus lower limit 55
minus 45.
45 divided frequency of this median class कितना अछि
60.
Here n/2 हमरो 70 item n/2 is 70 minus cumulative frequency class just preceding median class.
Median
class it has 40. Here CF of the preceding class, cumulative frequency of the preceding class. So here 70 minus 40. Remember, this is the interpolation formula, estimation formula for finding median value. Why करूचे ना because central tendency, central average, static average is a typical value. गोटे value बाहर करियो पड़ियो. That value will represent as mean, median or mode or any central value. तेणु हम गोटे value दरकार. वो value आसीबो ना 45 plus 55 minus 45 divided 60 into and 8 we have pokeba. What the value we are getting? Here is equal to 45 plus.
सर CF रे 40 होबो की CF रे 40 होबो माइनस 70 minus 40 या 100
हां 70 minus 40 what is CF for the cumulative frequency of the class just preceding median class. Median class पूर्व जो cumulative frequency होची सेटा होची 40 ताकू मते हम साधारण भाषा में कर परिबा काहे कि ना हम निश्चित भारे मीडियन 45 रे अधिक होबो ए ग्रुप रे आसुची से ग्रुप इंटरवल होची 10 भीतर 60 जन अछंती हमर कोठी माने 61 62 63 64 65 66 70 हमें आगे जिबा हमने 40 ईयर ओ वैल्यू नंबर होईची 60 जन अछंती 40 जन पळेले एटी कोठी ना 40 जस्ट हियर 40 गला परे हमर आरंभ केते 41 42 43 44 इमे 100 पर जिबा कोठी 70 रहउची where is 70 we have to identify, we have to locate what is the value of, what is the corresponding value of 17th item. 17th item or 70 item or corresponding value kete, that we have to locate by using the formula. ता माने हमर केते हला 10 divided by 60 into 70 minus 40 30 केते होची 45 plus एटा कटि गला 2 plus 5 is equal to 50. It's equal to 50. So 50 is the median value. 50 is the median value of this continuous series. Now, if here, if we draw a diagram of this series, easily you can understand the concept of your median. Okay, diagram to draw kariba. We have to draw a diagram. Now see here, most of the diagram draw kare. Please draw the diagram along with me. Then here we can say 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75. 75. This is 25. This is 35, 45, 55, 25, 35. Frequency 10. R होची हमको इटन नहीं करेगा. Suppose 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Frequency. That's class. ता माने हमें वर्तमान लोकेट करिया. What is median? Now 25 to 10, 35 was the 10. You see. Then it is 20. Now we get 30. 35 to 45 was 30. 30 was 80. Then 45 to 50, 60. 45 to 50, 60. Then again it is coming 60, 55, 60, 30. Then it is 10. Now, if I join the values, so now you see here, median lies in the middle of the series. Just this is median. This is median. So that means median divides entire data set into two equal parts. Can any module just tell me what is the characteristics of median? Anybody? Mr. Sanjeev? Sanjeev ready?
Sir, characteristics.
Median la character कौन है पारे? Median में होती है मध्यमा.
हाँ.
Sir, what is the characteristics? Median lies in the middle of the series, yes or no?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Subject to condition. What is the condition? Either the data should be arranged, either ascending order,
Ascending order or descending order.
Very correct. Now, next on how to do, the basic feature is median divides the entire data set into two equal parts. 50% data is lower than and 50% is higher than. You see here, this is 50. 50% is more than 50, is less than 50. Because it is median. Median divides entire data set into two equal parts. 50% of the data frequency are above and 50% are below. And it lies in the middle. It lies in the middle. For which we call as it median. We call as its median. Am I clear? Now, next, I'll just brief out what is mode. Now, very simple. Suppose in a particular pair, we find men, women, children. In a particular pair, there are 100 men, 2000 women, 200 children. Which category takes maximum value? Mr. Nutam?
The Roman category.
Women category.
Again.
That means modal category is women. The value of a data set which occurs maximum time, or the variable, a value of the variable having highest frequency is known as mode. Simple example: individual series, men 100, women 2000, children 200. Their mode is 2000. Mode is women. Another case, for example, say suppose marks. Here marks, number of students of a college, number of students. Now suppose 10 marks, 15 marks, 45 marks, 75 marks, suppose 85 marks. 10 marks, only 7 students. 15 marks, 9 students. 45 marks, suppose 20 students. 75 marks, 90 students. 85 marks, 5 students. That means which mark is secured by maximum number of students? Which mark?
75.
75.
That means 75 is a mode. Please remember, what is mode? Can you define mode? Mode is the value of a series having highest frequency. Or which occurs maximum. Times. That is called your modal value, or simple mode. It can be represented as, we can write mode as Z, or we can write mode. No problem. So now, I have told you this is a frequency series. Is that frequency? If suppose say, that is, but now question is how to find mode in case of continuous series. Now remember, for calculating mode of a continuous series, what are the procedures that we have to follow? Mode in case of a continuous series. So here see, in case of mode of a continuous series, we have to follow certain procedure. What is the procedure? Now here, in this case, just please see this table. This is your x variable. This is your frequency. This is not necessary for cumulative frequency. In case of mode, what we do? First one, we have to identify which class is having maximum frequency. आम गोटे कंटिन्यूअस सीरीज देखिबा, फोकस करिबा तार फ्रीक्वेंसी कॉलम, से फ्रीक्वेंसी कॉलम देखिबा जे क्योंटा हाईएस्ट अछि. In the frequency column, we have to identify which one is highest. And in this case, you find that is 60. 60 is the highest. That means first we have to locate the class having highest frequency. Having highest frequency. Clear, Mr. Satpathy? Satpathy?
Sir, sir.
Amar आज कितने पिला अछंती?
Sir.
How many students are participating today?
Today, sir, 16, 15, 16.
16, okay. Okay, now those who have not attended, it is difficult on their part to understand the next class. Now it is up to them. Anyway, so how to identify modal class of a continuous series?
Highest value.
Hello,
Having highest frequency.
यार मैग्नीट्यूड थिबो बेसी थिबो सेटा को हम मॉडल क्लास रे नबा
नबा पड़े प्रथम स्टेप होची हमें मॉडल क्लास टा बाहर करिवा तापरे वी हैव टू यूज ए फार्मूला you have to use a formula in your study note. You just see, if you are student, just see that the formula of calculating mode in your page, that is 65. So the formula I am writing, just it is easy to remember. Now here see how to calculate mode of a continuous series. Here mode is equal to Z, the value of high frequency, here value of 60. Now in this case we have to find the, we can say mode. First one, what is the lowest limit of this highest group? Lowest limit, how much? 45. Here L1 plus, you have to write F1 minus F0 divided by 2 divided by, we can say 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into L2 minus L1. I will explain. Here we have to use this formula to calculate one modal value. हमें modal value calculate करने पे एक formula use करेगा. Z is called L1. L1 means lower limit of the class. Here it is. What is L1 here? Satpathy, what is L1 here?
45.
45 plus. What is F1, F0 and F2? This is your F1, this is your F0, this is your F2. The corresponding frequency of the modal class is represented by F1, frequency 1. Previous frequency F0. Subsequent previous and succeeding preceding F0, succeeding F2. Now easily you can see here F1 60 minus 30 divided by 2 into F1 60 minus 30 minus 30 plus limit 55 minus 45. Here 55 minus 45. Now is equal to 45 plus 30 divided by 120 minus 60. 60 into 10. Then we find 45 plus 2 here plus 5 is equal to 50. Is equal to 50. So your mode is equal to 50. In this way, we have to compute mode of a continuous series. Now, here if you see here, if you represent through a diagram, please remember the value having high frequency can be easily identified as modal value, as we can say modal value. This is, here in this case, the mode here in this case, the mode is equal to 50. That is 50. Even in this case, mean is equal to median is equal to mode. This is the here 50. This type of series is called symmetric series, normal series, or non-skewed series. This series having one value which is equal to mean, median, and mode. Today is a good day for you because you learn that is a series having equal mean, median, and mode. If you are a normal man, Mr. Nutan,
Yes, sir.
God has given how many eyes to us?
2, sir.
How many eyes you have and I have, everybody? 2 eyes.
2, sir. I can
2 eyes are equal, normal size or some odd?
equal.
Normal. 2 ears. Normal or odd?
Normal.
Normal.
2 hands. Equal or
One hand.
unequal? 2 legs. Equal or unequal? Equal.
Equal, sir.
Similar, same thing. This is a normal human body. Similarly, a normal distribution is equal mean, median, and mode. This much today. We will continue in the next class. That is measures of dispersion. Thank you.
Sir, in mode, if frequency are same in 2 marks, highest frequency are same in 2 marks also. If in 75, 90 and 45 also they give 90, then how to calculate mode?
Tell me, what is the question?
Sir, in 2 marks, its frequency are same, highest frequency.
Huh.
If 45 have 90 and 75 have 90, then how to calculate the mode?
Okay, I am writing. Tell me exactly. Tell me what the question again.
Sir, in discrete series, marks are 10, 15, 45, 75, 85,
Yeah,
15,
15.
45, 15, 45, 75, 85,
10, 15, yeah,
45,
45.
sir, 10, 15, sir, 15, 45, 75, 85.
75, it will like this. So what
I
to
like
do? So
Sir,
first one.
in frequency is
Ah.
7, 9 or 20, 20 or 20, 20 or 5.
20, 20, 5.
5. Yes.
That means 2
Sir.
groups have the same equal mode.
Again, sir. Yes, sir.
This is called your bimodal. Bimodal. If a particular series have 2 equal mode, then we call as bimodal.
Sir, how to calculate the mode?
Yes. Here bimodal can be calculated by using another empirical formula. Empirical mode in such cases is equal to mode is equal to 2 median minus 3 mean. Empirical median. There is a relation between when mode is ill-defined. When mode cannot be calculated directly, we have to use empirical mode to calculate. Anyway,
ସେ ଫର୍ମୁଲାଟା ୟୁଜ କରିବାକୁ ପଡିବ ନା
formula ଆମେ mean ବାହାର କରିବା, median ବାହାର କରିବା,
Then to calculate the mode. Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
ସାର୍ ଯଦି ଗୋଟେ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନରେ ସବୁ ପଚାରିଥିବ ଫାଇଣ୍ଡ ମିନ୍ ମିଡିଆନ ମୋଡ ଯେକୌଣସି ଦୁଇଟା ବାହାର କରିଦେଇକି ଥାର୍ଡ ଟା ଫର୍ମୁଲା ପକେଇଦେଲେ ହବ ତ
ସବୁ ହବ ସାଙ୍ଗେ କିଛି ଅସୁବିଧା ନାହିଁ ବୁଝିଲେ ମାନେ ଅସୁବିଧା କିଛି ନାହିଁ ନେକ୍ସଟ କ୍ଲାସ ଆର୍ ୟୁ ହାପି ଟୁଡେ
Yes, sir.
यस सर आज क्लास टा ठीक लागिला गोटे मैथ क्लास हैला
ना ये नहले हबनी सेटा मो थ्योरी के कहि गेले सुनियल न आई हैव टू एक्सप्लेन टुमारो आई विल डायरेक्टली गो टू योर मेजर्स ऑफ डिस्पर्शन डोंट मिस थैंक यू